What you doing out in these streets, slave rule? What you doing out in these streets? What you doing out? What you doing out? What you doing out in these streets? What you doing out in these streets, slave rule? We in these streets.
Some lag though.
Yeah, there is a lag because of the Wi-Fi, not a direct connection.
Okay.
If it was plugged in directly to the machine, yeah, then it would be fine, but it's not. Yeah. Right. The weird thing is the cable they give with the camera is so fucking tiny. It's like, okay, not that small, I'm exaggerating now, but maybe it's like this. Seriously. Cock serious. And the machine is under this, so it's not gonna work. And if there is another cable that exists that's longer, then I'll get one.
What kind of cable is it? An internet cable?
No, it's like kind of like a USB cable.
USB?
Yeah, but the connection is different. It's very tiny.
Micro USB.
Hey,
a micro USB cable.
I think it's a mic. I think that's what they call it.
Yeah.
But
it's
it's
like a tin Chinatown.
Okay, you should be familiar with that.
yeah. Stuff's dirt cheap, man.
No, okay, look. Okay, I should look for one. I should look for one, but yeah, if I do get one, it's gonna have to be a quality one because I don't want to be a lag.
Sure.
Because then it's the same thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know,
I guess so.
So yeah, but yeah, you know, I had this dream about your brother. I haven't seen him since Van Riebeek was here. I haven't seen him.
Jason.
Yeah. And I had this dream, like, it was so vivid, man. It's like, you know, but it was like the old times. Oh, I was having a good time. I don't know what actually, but it was so vivid. And the next morning I woke up, I was like, yo. And I texted him, and he's like, hey, how you doing, man, blah, blah, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird. Dreams are so vivid.
What is the dream about?
I can't even remember, but it was a cool dream. It was so cool, it was so real.
Right.
And on the flip side, like, people get so upset when you dream, like, depending on dreams you have. Like, there's one time I dreamt about, it was this acquaintance, his brother. This is a fucking dream, right? Just a dream. His brother was in an accident. And I just told him, look, I had this weird dream. Your brother's in an accident, is he okay? He got so upset with me. Like, so upset, like I did something wrong to him, like, I mean, it's a fucking dream. It's involuntary. I have no control over a fucking dream. What I'm not gonna say, like, tonight I'm gonna dream about being in Brazil on the beach. I can't program myself.
Thing.
Exactly. I have no control over it.
Yeah.
And he got so upset with me.
What I say about dreams, though, is some people say that it is what you're feeling on a subconscious level.
I guess so. It could also be that, like, people always say there's like meanings to dreams, like there's interpretations.
Yeah.
Like this one girl I was seeing, dude, I promise you, I was minding my businesses there. I'll never forget this day, dude. Like, I was having a great day, man. I reached this milestone, like, in my music career. I was like so happy, and and she blows up my phone. She's so angry with me, man. I couldn't understand why. I was like, what happened? What did I do? She dreamt that I cheated on her.
What?
She dreamt that I cheated on her. And she was upset with me. She was so fucking angry. I shit you not, dude. I shit you not. And then...
Okay, have you been rousing these ideas in
dude,
your
no.
girl's head or what?
I was at a family barbecue. Like, no. And then I said, look, let me get through this day. Because we had plans to see each other that evening, right? So I said, look, let's talk about whatever this is this evening when I see you. Because this back and forth texting is fuck, man. You know?
Yeah, of course.
Just, like, you know.
It's the worst.
I'm having a good fucking day here, you know? I didn't even do nothing. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So I get to a place, dude, and she just attacks me, dude. Like, she has this massive blown out argument. Like, I really fucking cheated on her. Okay. She was convinced that I cheated on her because it was in a dream. She's like, you cheated on me. My dream, I'm like, look, it's a dream. She's like, yeah, but still, you should apologize.
Wow.
Like, for what?
That's why she's your ex.
Facts.
That's why she's your ex, man.
And then but look at the change and look at this, right? I said then, look, I can't do this. I'm gonna leave then. So took my keys and stuff, and I was like, I can't do this. My body weary. I had a great day. This isn't even real. You know what I mean?
No.
I'm gonna leave.
Insane.
And the moment I said that, dude, oh, it's okay. She just flipped like that, like nothing happened, like nothing. She's like, oh, it's okay. Like I was like, wait, what? You're like somewhere okay now.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, red flag, you know. But you know, you live and learn.
Yeah, what can you say? Definite red flag.
Yeah.
Definite red flag.
But you know what they say, right? Like they say, you know, the pineal gland in your brain.
In your brain, yeah.
So they say that's responsible for the release of DMT.
What's DMT?
Dimethyltryptamine. It's this psychedelic. You can't say it's a drug compound. No, hormone. But it's a psychedelic that's released that gives you this psychedelic experience. So that's why they say the body has its own DMT, and they're not 100% sure, but research is showing more and more that when you dream, you go into the state of where DMT is released. That's why your dream is so vivid, and you believe that you were there.
Sure.
You know, so
Yeah.
It's like yes, you can take this pill, this chemical which releases DMT, which gives you that experience, and which is obviously quicker than having a dream. You know, because you don't know what you're gonna dream about. Also, you don't know when you're gonna dream. If you can remember that dream, also, because I mean, how many times did you wake up and not remember what you dreamt about?
Yeah, almost always in my case.
Exactly.
I usually don't remember my dream. Usually don't.
But that's why they say the pineal gland is the third eye.
Okay.
Because it gives you that third eye, so you can see into this other realms, other world and stuff.
Okay.
So.
Is this that thing? I don't even know about the Mike Tyson podcast, hot boxing. He does something with the toad.
The toad. That's something different.
Is that it?
That's a bit more extreme than DMT.
Okay.
It puts you really on a fucking buzz. Like it takes you way far. It's like what these experiences gives you, right? It gives you a lot of like introspective, alternative thinking. It makes you. It's the death of the ego. So like it brings you back to baseline. It tells you like whatever you are not. Let's say, for example, you're taking yourself too seriously, right? And one of those things they normally say it's a gesture that comes in your. It comes to you in these visions.
A gesture.
A gesture.
You know, like a gesture.
Like a gesture. Yeah. And it would make fun of you. And it would say like it would in a way tell you not to be so serious or it's the death of the ego. It makes you think that like you look, dude, like this world is bigger than you. Like chill the fuck out. You know, it will expose your insecurities. It will tell you like you know. You ain't the man.
That's deep, man.
Just relax, and a lot of issues that you might have will come out. Let's say I've heard experiences where guys would cheat on their girls, and once they take this, it makes them deal with those issues, and then it makes them say like, look, if you want to live right, you have to come clean, and you have to, you know, let's say you and your brother is not doing well, beefing and stuff. And then it will say, look, man, if you want to grow and you want to move forward in life, if you don't want that hurt anymore, because subconsciously you are hurting. You might not be thinking about that hurt all the time, but it's there, you know, it's bothering you somehow, some way, and there's pain there. So if you want to grow and move forward from that, you know, you gotta make amends, you gotta forgive, you gotta, you know. So it puts you on that gives you that guidance, so to say. So it's quite interesting, dude. It's quite interesting. DMT.
Check it out.
Yeah, you should. You should. It's quite interesting. I mean, they've been doing psychedelics since the beginning of time. I mean, since the Greeks. There's a lot of research. There's proof that religion and democracy was started on psychedelics.
Okay, tell me more.
No, see, there's this book by this author, New York bestseller, Brian Madrescu, the Key to Immortality, or the Immortality Key.
Yeah.
Great fucking book, dude. He has a law degree, but he was so intrigued by psychedelics, and he's never done psychedelics before, but he was just so intrigued by it. He researched and he done this deep dive, and he went to go get evidence, and he went to the Vatican, and he got these what do you call these chalices, type of chalices where they drink from, and
the wine.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
In the Catholic Church.
Yeah,
yeah.
And like he did, like he found all these chalices. He found all these chalices, and like he sent them to labs, and had them tested, and he found in everything, like it's called the what is it called? It's a weird name. But he found in these drinks that they had, where they say they had wine. It wasn't just wine; it was like herbs and stuff, and all those combined would give you this psychedelic experience. It wasn't It wasn't just wine. It was a lot of these herbs that you find, man. What is it called? The kokian. They also talked about how they would, when wine goes through a process, right? When it gets too far, and then it gives you this, like, if you how do you say it? You don't distill it, you
Ferment.
Yeah, the fermenting process, yes. If it goes too far, let's say they leave it a bit longer, then that would serve as also a basis to take it to that place.
Okay.
So it wasn't just wine that they would have. They would have wine and herbs and this and this and this, and that would give this. Like, there's a lot of like literature which they would write, especially the Greeks, because it came from there. That's why they had all these Greek gods and stuff. It came from, and they would basically talk about their rituals, and they talk about heaven and this the death of the ego, but in codes, because not everyone understood it, and not everyone was happy about it, because the Romans actually found out about it, and they didn't want that around, because people were turning to that as a religion, and they didn't like that. So they went out of their way to, the people were spreading this message about this other place. I can't remember what they call it. I actually...
Tell me what do you think?
I actually spoke to the author.
Of
the book. It was crazy. Like, he actually hit me up, like, because I messaged him, and he actually hit me up. We had a conversation.
Where's he from?
He's from America.
From US. Okay.
Yeah, US, yeah. And I was surprised, like, we had a conversation. And I was like, because, like, dude, like, I mean, you can't deny facts, because, I mean, he got evidence, lab results. And today, because of his book, right, they are studying this, I think it's at Harvard or Yale. They're using his book to study this further, dude, and they're presenting classes about it.
Okay.
It's I mean, you can't deny evidence.
I can see how that can be useful, but where do you think not having an ego could assist us in our daily life? Why is not having an ego a good thing?
You're fucking nicer. You're not an asshole. You know what I'm saying? How many people just want to be the you know what I mean? How many people just want to be like, I'm on one. I'm this I'm better than you. No, like we all the same. We all come from the same place. We all part of this vast universe. Nobody's better than the other person. You know, I think it's important for people to experience that. Like what I get from what's happening? Is it still recording?
I'm not sure.
All right, let me just see.
Yeah, this it's on this. The
still
time is
recording.
going.
Okay. Sorry about that.
I think might have
guys.
touched the keyboard.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, my apologies. My apologies, guys. What I get from the mountain and the beach and stuff, and dude, you know, like when you up on that up on the peak, right, and you're sitting there and you're looking across the ocean and across the city, and you look up, dude, like, I mean, like, I'm this speckle in the vast fucking universe. I mean, the ocean, like, do you know how powerful the ocean is? Like, I mean, you in there and it pulls you and pushes you wherever the fuck it wants to. It doesn't care that you in that water. It doesn't care that, oh no, you here, so I gotta be more gentle with you. You know, you are just there. You just exist in this vast universe, and you want to bitch and moan about, fuck, I lost my shoe today. You know what I'm saying? Like, my boss is an asshole today. Like, you know, like, dude, like, it's so hard to explain. Like, if you don't experience that on a regular basis, if you don't expose yourself to, like, something that's bigger than you, like, you make sure that, you know, there's more to life than just what you do from 9 to 5, or, you know what I'm saying? It's man, like, it's dude.
Yeah.
There's also, like, studies, because, like, I read this book called Becoming Immortal. Is it Becoming Immortal? I think it's Becoming Immortal. I don't know. Joe Dispenza, where he speaks about meditation and how meditating and breathing can help you activate the pineal gland. Very interesting book, very interesting. And he actually spoke about how he healed himself from having a spinal injury and stuff. Now, that sounds bullshit when I read it at first. I mean, it's spinal injury. But he actually has his scans that show that he was paralyzed after the car crash. He shows that he's got medical evidence is documented. And he refused to get an operation, because the operation would have meant that he was, I think he would have been able to, I think maybe partially paralyzed or something, but he wasn't happy with partially. He wanted to be fully healed, and he believed somehow that he could heal himself, and he went through this process to heal himself, and through meditation and breathing, and today he's walking, he's doing everything normal, like nothing happened, and it's interesting. I tried to meditate, even though I wasn't a fan of meditation. I used these breathing techniques, and at the beginning I half-assed it. I did, because I didn't believe in it. I mean, meditating, I'm sitting and you know, but it wasn't about that. It was just about being still, focusing on breathing, activating your pineal gland. Trying to get to that point, man. And on this one occasion when I really focused and I really gave it my all, I had this out-of-body experience, dude. Like, for real. Like, I already spoke about it on the other episode. I don't want to bore people about the details, but I had this out-of-body experience, and I was watching, like, me, but like the three me's, like the present, the past me that I used to be, me that I am now, and the future me. And I was like, this voice was telling me, like, who do you want to be, you know? And then it was giving me, like, telling me, like, how to become that me, whatever I chose. And I chose the future me, and I chose it. And it was giving me all these answers, like, do this.
How did you feel prior to that? Because I remember I had an out-of-body experience.
Really?
Primary school. Must have been about 12, 13 years old.
Wow.
And I'm laying in bed, but I remember I was super exhausted.
Oh, wow.
So to lay down on the bed, and literally felt like my soul or my spirit is exiting my body, and I watched myself from above while I'm floating.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So just looking at myself, and I'm thinking, what the?
Wow. That's so
Yeah. So I don't know, it was your...
I wasn't tired.
You weren't tired?
You were, no, I wasn't. I think it was after 8 p.m. I wasn't tired. I wasn't laying. I sat up straight. So I wasn't like, after that I wasn't feeling like I'm sleeping, I'm gonna go to bed. Dude, I was so alive because I had these answers, man.
Yeah, sure.
And I was writing them down, and I was planning, and I was, honestly, it changed my life. Like, we wouldn't be sitting here right now if it wasn't for that, honestly. It just gave me these, like, boom, do this, do this, do this. It gave me this plan. It was crazy.
But don't you find it interesting that, like, the majority of us on this planet, we either, we Christian, Catholic, I think it is, then you get the Muslims and the Jews, right? You have all these monotheistic religions. Then you get Hinduism and Buddhism, Taoism. Is it not interesting for you that we use that as our guideline in life? We follow the religion, we're supposed to do this, if we don't do this is going to happen.
Yeah, you're going to hell or something,
But there are things that we're talking about now that the gods in the respective religions, they don't mention it in there, but people have experienced something which we can consider as supernatural and spiritual.
Absolutely.
Why doesn't it not apply in those religions?
The thing
What do you
about
think?
the thing for me is you must understand religion is man-made, right? It's not.
Well,
it's.
what do you mean by that, though?
Somebody wrote it.
Somebody wrote it,
A man said, "I'm going to write this." You must also understand that through translation and through people's own agendas, they could manipulate according to their narrative.
They could.
Because you must understand also at the same time that when the Catholic Church found out about these experiences, these rituals they were having, they didn't like it because of the fact that they were taking out the church then, because you didn't need a middleman then to get to God. You could do it on your own. So that's also another factor to take into account as well.
Sure. But how do you explain this though? If religions were man-made, how is it that there are comparisons that can be drawn within the respective religions, i.e. There's Jesus, the Son of God, and then I think it's either an Hinduism, I think. There's also a similar character, like Jesus. It also was the Son of God. Also was crucified, if I'm not mistaken.
Look,
so why are there correlations between the respective religions?
Look, I'm not here to say that religion is bad or good, or if that's what gives you a sense of purpose and it works for you and it makes you feel, it improves your life and it gives you guidance and onto your path, and I'm all for that. I want to see people live their best life and have the best experience in their lives. This is just an alternative that I'm aware of that this came up. So I'm not saying, I'm not denouncing religion. I'm not saying that religion is bad. This is just what I read, and it's a good perspective to have.
If I may ask, which religion do you follow? Do you follow a religion, or are you agnostic?
I'm not religious. I believe in a higher power. I do. I just don't have a religion that I prescribe to. I was religious. I was very religious. I grew up that way. But for me, growing up, I never felt that religion wanted to make me a better person, wanted to be good, wanted to be nice, wanted to do good. I've never felt that in my heart. The way I feel now, I feel like a much better human being.
Understood.
So my way of living life now, compared to me always being in church, being so involved in the church, never missing a service. Parents they were also like heavily into the church, and from Sunday school to all these, the youth, the choir, all of these things, church functions, on the committees and stuff. I was involved in that, but for me, I never felt like it didn't drive me to become a better person. So for me, my personal experience, that's why I did it. That's why I decided, look, this is not working for me. I need to find another way. So I'm a completely different human being than I was back then. So that's just my experience. If it works for you, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying don't do it. This is not the way to live your life. Dude, we're all different. We all respond to different things better. There's no one size fits all.
With regards to religion, I'm trying to find myself there still.
Oh. But aren't you Catholic?
Well, when people say something that, as you just said now, my response is usually, I was baptized Catholic, yes.
Yeah.
So in the Catholic religion, it's like you don't really choose. Like, in some denominations, Christian denominations, you can decide to be saved when you are mature.
Oh.
Right?
Is that the confirmation process or a different process?
No, I'm talking about the other denominations now. Oh. When you're Catholic, you are literally somebody that can't decide for him or herself yet.
Oh.
And you get baptized Catholic.
Okay.
So for me, it's like, okay, I didn't choose to be Catholic. So am I really a Catholic because I was decided to be one because my parents are Catholic?
Yeah.
So that's my issue there. That's my gripe with
Oh, wow.
Catholicism.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
Um,
That's heavy.
So yeah, I would say I used to be a practitioner of Catholicism.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't necessarily consider myself a Catholic per se.
So have you researched other religions as well to find your which one is?
Look, have I? Yes, I have researched. Not in depth though. Most people don't have the time to do so. But I think we should all sacrifice a large proportion of our lives to finding out whether this suits your lifestyle, so to say. But I don't know if you know about Dr. Jordan Peterson, Canadian
of course,
psychiatrist.
of
amazing,
course, amazing,
genius
yeah,
guy.
the guy is.
Yeah.
He speaks the way like people should speak.
He's so informed. Guy's informed.
Very intelligent.
And he said that in Christianity we have something called we sin, right? Sin is like a bad thing,
Yeah.
and there's going to be ramifications for actions, so to say. He says that the term sin is, I think, Latin for missing the target. That's the root of the word.
Wow.
So if you stay on your goal, right, you want to meet your target, and you deviate off course,
Yeah.
you're missing the target. And how can we translate that in our lives
To
today?
evil.
No, in our lives.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
If Christianity is
I
like
see what you're
a
saying, I see what you're
guideline to
saying.
live,
Yeah,
we can
yeah.
translate that in, for example, in your profession.
Yes.
I can translate that in my profession.
That's true.
Meet the target.
Meet the target, yes.
Don't deviate off course.
Yes. Absolutely.
I think that is possibly the biggest purpose for religion.
But you see what you spoke about now, the translation.
Yeah.
How did sin get translated to that negative aspect, like you're evil, you did something bad, it's just the translation between from one language to another. It gets miscued, and then it. So, like I said, like man, if you
Is there any more water there?
yeah, we got water. We got water.
Can I get some, please?
Sure, if you prescribe to that and it really works for you, like I think go for it, man. There's no one size fits all. There's no this is right, this is wrong.
Look, I was reading up on what's happening now in the world, this whole Putin-Ukraine situation.
Yeah, it's getting ugly, eh?
And there's one Jewish person in Israel. He connected the Torah, the Jewish Bible, Jewish book, religious book, with what's happening in the world. And there it says that the Gog and Magog, which is apparently Putin and Russia.
Okay.
So I think the Gog is the descendants of Noah, right?
Oh.
So they migrated to Russia.
Okay.
And that's where Russians developed, right? I speak under correction.
Okay.
You can check it out if it's really important, maybe later.
No, it's okay.
And then Magog is the actual country of Russia, that region.
Oh.
It talks about that time period, right? That area.
Yeah.
Then it talks about that's on the north. Then on the west, there's going to be a different nation that is going to attack Israel.
Oh wow.
Right. So he's saying that the north is going to attack Israel, the east is going to attack them, the west as well, and the south, pinpointed in the Torah.
Yeah.
Right. And he uses that to conclude that we're at the end of times right now.
Wow.
So keep in mind, Russia don't want to sell their petrol anymore. The fuel, they keep it to themselves, and it obviously inflated the fuel prices. Mm-hmm. What Israel is doing now, they are selling fuel to Egypt, and Egypt is distributing to Europe now.
Oh wow.
So obviously Putin is going to think, yo, what you guys doing, man? You're killing my game.
You're fucking up my plans.
Yeah. How do we explain
Look,
that?
If
If true, how do we explain that?
Look, there's always going to be some way to connect something to what's happening today. There's always going to be someone is going to be able to do
Absolutely,
that.
man.
So
No, I was actually thinking of something else now. Continue.
Oh.
Yeah, because I think, when I used to study English, right? My undergrad was English.
Yeah.
And what we had to do many of the times was read a book For example, Homer's The Odyssey, right? Ancient Greek mythology.
Yeah.
Amazing book.
Yeah.
How can we apply that to our existence today?
Today.
And I got so good at doing this that I could
Applying it.
apply almost everything
Yeah.
that Odysseus in the book encountered to my daily life.
Daily life,
Just
yeah.
contextualize it, and it's like, whoa, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
Exactly.
are you saying something along those lines?
Yeah. I
You can apply the Bible to almost everything.
You can. I mean, that's why the Bible is still relevant today.
True.
Because
Yeah.
you can take what there and you can still apply it, you know, you can still love thy neighbor, you know, as you love yourself, you know. You can still do a lot of, because I mean, it's still relevant, even that, like, for example, this is now off religion now. That's why I say Tupac songs are so relevant, because
Yeah,
he
sure,
spoke
sure.
about what's happening in real life. And the same things that was happening at that time is still happening today. So that's why you can take music, you can take art, you can take the news, you can take history, you know, because history repeats itself.
100%.
So
Nothing changes under the sun.
nothing changes under the sun.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we humans don't really change.
What did Mike Tyson say? The difference between the past and today is that in the past they just wore funny clothes.
Facts. He's a very interesting human being.
Yeah,
Especially these days, the way he speaks, so introspective.
So
and
wise. It's like,
wise, dude.
yeah,
Wise,
I would
isn't
love
it?
to have a conversation with him.
But you gotta be on toad though.
Yeah, no. Imagine he tells you, yo, the fuck did you say?
He's still an intimidating figure. Like even though
Yeah.
he's not that same guy that he was when in his prime. When he walks in the room, I'm sure he's still this.
Yeah.
Yo, that's my
And
Tyson.
you know what? He's my height, eh?
Really?
Yeah. I'm. When I was boxing, I was welterweight. So.
Yeah,
Was
you
it?
were welterweight.
Yeah. He's heavyweight.
And
He's 177 meters, just like
and
me.
he was fucking everybody up, dude.
Dude.
Everyone.
Yeah.
No fear.
2 meters, tall guys, knocking them out.
Dude. Woo. And he was young, fighting against grown men.
Yeah. It's the youngest heavyweight belt holder
Exactly.
of all time.
He was a ruthless champion. He wasn't just a champion. Like he like knocked you
He
out.
changed
like,
the game. Yeah.
He did. I mean, it was an event when he fought. Like, you know, especially the heavyweight division. Like he came along and he just murked people. Like, yeah.
2 things.
Yeah.
Do you think he will beat Anthony Joshua today? You saw Mike Tyson when he fought against Roy Jones Jr.
Roy Jones, yeah.
He still can perform really well.
Are you saying like he, in his like, at his age right now,
At
like
his age
prison,
right now, let him train for a year.
Anthony Joshua.
Because I think the heavyweight level today in boxing is absolute garbage.
He
In
said-
comparison to
he's-
the guys on his time.
He said something a few years ago. He said, boxers today are not fighters, they're businessmen.
Yeah. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Like a lot of them would fight because they know, like for example, like if you know this is going to be televised and you know it's pay-per-view, and the longer your fights go on, the more you get paid. If it's in your contract like that, you're going to try to fight for points then. Alright?
100%,
You're not
yeah.
going to fight to really take that bra out.
Yeah.
You're not
Like
gonna-
Floyd and Pacquiao. They waited how many years? 8 to 10 years until they eventually fought.
Drag
I think
that
something
out.
like that. That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what Mayweather was saying. I don't know if it's true, but this is what he was saying. Like he said he carried Conor for Conor McGregor in that fight.
Makes sense.
He said I don't know if it's true. I don't know if he just said that after the fact because people were impressed that Conor could go toe to toe with him. At the same time, we all know that he likes dragging fights out because he gets paid.
Oh, is that what you meant like that, dragging the fight to the end?
So,
Well, I can tell you this.
so we
Alvin.
can get paid more. I don't know if that's true. I don't know, but Conor didn't look bad in
Look,
that fight.
I was impressed by Conor's skills.
Absolutely.
I was like, well, this guy can box.
That's his first time
Yeah,
ever.
yeah. First time.
First time
No,
ever
but
in a
no, I
professional
don't think it was his
boxing
first, professional boxing
Yeah.
match, yeah. But he has history of fighting. I think
No,
he was
no,
an amateur
no,
boxer, yeah.
Was he amateur boxer?
I think
didn't
so,
know that.
in Ireland. I think
Oh,
he
wow.
started out as a boxer, then he
Oh, okay.
moved over to that.
But it was definitely his first pro fight.
Yeah, no,
First,
it was good.
absolutely.
Everything was good there. Jab was not as
Yeah.
snappy as what it should be, but it was.
But
it was
look,
good.
I mean, he trained for that fight in 3 months or something, eh? Something
Yeah, yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, it was good.
I mean, he didn't fight all his life as a boxer, you know.
No,
what I mean?
no, no,
And he had
definitely
to
not.
also practice his strength. He couldn't take down. He couldn't kick. He couldn't.
Yeah.
It was just his hands. So
Yeah.
I think, you know, I mean, he held his own. He didn't embarrass himself or anything, or
I don't
or the
think so.
sport
No,
in
he got
any
a lot of
way.
respect after that.
Yeah, yeah.
To be honest with you, I don't like Conor per se,
Okay.
but I definitely
Alright.
respect his mind discipline.
And the belief.
Yeah, he believes he's the best,
He believes it.
and yeah, that's why he's where he's at today.
He believes it, man. I respect, and he worked hard, man. You can,
Yeah.
Like this documentary when he talks, you can show like his life, where he came up. It's sure, dude. Like he struggled, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
So you get so many similar stories like that. What was the other one? Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah? Not especially gifted at being skillful on
Yeah.
Messi's level, but just the hard work he put in to get to that level.
the work, bro. The work.
Yeah.
I mean, there was this thing when they said like, in a documentary quite a few years ago, and he said like, you would just go home and you would watch fights. You'd watch soccer matches.
Yeah, yeah,
You would watch
yeah.
matches about his opponents and analyze them. When his other teammates would go out and stuff, he would just be home and he would watch and analyze. Now that extra work, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
That not just on the field, but when he goes home, he's still working. He's still like watching games. He's still trying to expose weaknesses. He's still like
Beckham did the same thing.
Beckham, Beckham was amazing.
Once they were finished
Oh
playing the
my
matches,
gosh.
they're training, he will stay there and
Sure.
he used to practice his free kicks.
He's still like the best kicker of the football I've ever seen in my life. The way
Yeah.
he kicks the ball, the
Yeah,
accuracy.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wasn't necessarily like a dynamic in the sense of different positions in the goalpost, but he's always going to place it on that spot consistently.
Even the passing, when he passes, like the accuracy, like he will put the
Yeah,
ball on your head
yeah.
or on your foot. Like you could be running and ball will bend and it will find you.
Yeah, no, beautiful.
His assists, oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
And his free kicks, oh.
Yeah, we don't get that anymore.
Oh my God, you don't.
do we?
He's one of a kind. No,
So
he's
we're talking
one of
about
a kind.
football. I'm
Yeah.
actually pissed off of Bafana.
Why?
What is the latest score against France?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What happened?
You know, played against France, right?
Right now? When?
3 days ago,
3
I'm not
days
mistaken.
ago. Okay. I'm
They
out
lost
the loop.
5-0.
What?
And you know what
What?
our players done?
What?
Our Bafana, which translates to boys, the boys. Fucking awful name. The boys playing against men. It really like makes a lot of sense why
Yeah.
our football team is so shit. They went to go ask all of the superstars that plays for France, because they have a lot of superstars now, for the freaking t-shirts and autographs and stuff like that.
ways.
Seriously, how embarrassing is that? And Dalron Buckley, I didn't speak on Metro FM the other day. He's like, we never would have done this. When it was me and Benny McCarthy and Lucas Radebe.
You're back in the World Cup 98 now?
Yeah.
98, yeah.
Then
Never.
they looked at the big guys like Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo, and they just look at him and say, yo, we're going to kick your ass in this game. You don't know it, right?
Yeah, we're going to bring it.
Yeah, we're going to bring it. Today's guys, they asked for autographs and t-shirts after losing 5-0.
That's bad, dude.
That's equivalent of Will Smith smacking Chris Rock because his wife told him to.
Oh, shit. Hold up. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Look, I've honestly been at the loop on soccer. Like,
I
haven't-
completely understand why. Locally or internationally?
everything.
Okay.
Everything.
Locally, I understand.
Like, I do like catch the occasional game, but I just don't have the time anymore. Like, I'll watch a lot of MMA. I do, but when it comes to football, like, like especially like Manchester United, like just like it's like, why am I watching this?
I'm exactly the same.
It's just it's wasting my time. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like
But you've been an avid supporter of MMA for quite some time now.
yeah, I
Yeah.
love it. That's
I
like,
haven't really gotten into the UF.
Is
Could you
it?
explain why you're so intrigued by it? Why you're drawn to the
it's
sport?
fascinating. It's like a puzzle you're solving. Like,
It's definitely a puzzle.
especially like
Intricate puzzle.
especially the jiu-jitsu, like how to figure. It's almost like a chess game. Like you move, I move here, you move there. I take your queen. You know, it's like chipping away.
Yeah.
I mean, it's two people at this supposedly at the same weight class. I'm not speaking about now the weight cutting, because obviously that's in some ways sanctioned cheating. I mean, you at this weight for one minute you weigh X amount, and then after that you can eat whatever you want, and you somewhere like 20 pounds
How do I feel about that? Yeah, that is definitely, what do you call it again, in when you catch weight, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to do it.
But no, it is.
It's very difficult to lose weight and put on you 20 pounds later. That's actually a skill on its own.
Yeah, but remember, like, have you ever how do you say, carb depleted yourself? Have you ever done that?
Never.
Okay, and I mean,
I'm assuming it means like not eat enough carbs and only protein.
Okay, let me tell you this, right? To do this for 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks, well, maybe 1 week, right? You only eat protein, right? No carbs. You can eat veggies.
Yeah.
No carbs, and you make it 2 weeks, right? So for that, for the first week, you eat veggies and protein. That's it. No carbs, nothing, not even fruit. That's all you eat, right? And you drink a lot of water. You drink like at least 7 liters of water a day, right? So you're water loading and there's no carbs involved, right?
Okay.
Then, let's say then the next week, right? You do the same, but then on the Wednesday then, right? You start dropping your water by half and you carb up.
Okay.
You know how you blow up like that, dude. Easily. You just blow up. You will lose so much weight in that first week and a half.
Yeah, sure.
Because there's no carbs, there's nothing, you depleted, there's nothing in your muscles. Your glucose storage is gone. The moment you start eating carbs again, poof.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. How long do I have to not eat carbs again?
It's a week and a half.
A week and a half.
Yeah, just a week. Just look. This isn't an extensive experiment that I've done already. This is just not to give you like a crash course and just try something out there. And you will see for yourself like the difference it will make.
Okay.
You blow the fuck up. Like dude, you can pick up 5 kilos in a night, dude. It's ridiculous. Your body, because your body was so deprived of this nutrient, it will take it and it will absorb it.
Will it bring you back to your initial body weight, or it'll take you further than what it was?
It depends how much carbs you eat. If you eat and you spill over, what they call spill over. Let's say you ate. Your body's used to 200 grams of carbs a day. And now because like, fuck, now I can eat carbs, and now you're just eating whatever you can and you're putting whatever, and now you're somewhere eating not just brown rice, but you're eating slab chips, and because now you're craving now, it's like, oh my gosh, I can eat now. So now you're eating so much chips and chocolates and whatever, and now you spill over. And then yes, you will not only return to baseline, but you will exceed that. So it's easy. It's easy to pick up weight again, like because you are depleted. You depleted.
I can see how that can work though.
Yeah. Dude, I've tried that, dude. Really, you blow up like that.
Steroids.
Yeah. What about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on steroids usage?
I don't know. I've never used it.
Yeah.
It obviously works.
Yeah.
I look at these bodybuilders, these big bodybuilders.
All the guys are doing, even in Hollywood.
Yeah,
they're doing the same stuff.
Yeah, for acting roles and stuff.
Something you would consider?
No. For me, look, because it's always a thing of when you come off it, the impact it has in your body, because it shuts down your endocrine system. It shuts down your testosterone production. It shuts down your own body's ability to produce these hormones.
Yeah, naturally.
So
that's why you get the PCT.
PCT?
Yeah, PCT is a PCT, post-steroid therapy.
Yes.
PST.
So you basically like a come down kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's also not guaranteed that it's gonna kickstart it back in, and it's also not guaranteed that it's gonna work the same way like it did before. There's so many pros and cons. Like there's a lot of people who, let's say, they spend their whole bodybuilding career on it, and now they post
therapy.
Then they have to constantly administer. On a cycle, low doses, but constantly administer. So they never come off it completely, because their systems are just not firing because of the extensive use.
Yeah.
It's always like man, if you go that route, it's like you have to take the pros and the cons. Is it worth it at the end of the day? Are you doing it professionally? You know,
Yeah,
like,
it needs to be done professionally. Get your blood work done.
No, for real. You have to get your blood work done. But beyond that, like, if I'm taking it, is this my job? You know, do I have to because I have to do a competition, or, you know, is it part of my job description? Like, do I need it? You know, if it's just for fitness and it's just for doing it recreationally, you know, like, if I don't need to be this enormous guy with big muscles and stuff, then why am I taking it then? You know?
Do you think if you were built bigger because you were practicing bodybuilding, how will that affect you and your music and your acting as an actor and a musician?
I don't think it would affect it. Like, I mean,
how will the public find you then?
Like,
I think
if I just jack up now,
I think people are generally superficial. And I had this personal experience as well. Like when I used to pump iron and I was all bulky, I got a different reception from people. Like, whoa, man, well done. Look how you look amazing. And from both genders, males and females. Usually positively and respectfully. I don't know what happens to the human's brain, but it's almost like, man, you put in work, huh? I respect that.
You
get my point?
I've been on both sides. I've been on the side where I was fat and overweight, and I've been on this side now where I'm in shape, so to speak, right? The response has been obviously way different from being the person back then, when you know me from,
yeah, sure,
to the person that
you lost a lot, man. Yeah, you were humongous back then.
You see? So it's obviously been more positive. Like, this is my one thing that when I came, like, because I took a break from music, and then when I came back, I didn't want people to necessarily like my music because of the way I look somewhere now, you know.
Understood.
So I needed to make sure there was a distance between the two, like, to show, like, I'm good at what I fucking do. I just happen to look good while I do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the physique is just an added bonus to the music that I make. But I didn't want to depend, like, the way I look is a crutch, and this is the only way you know me, and to, you know, that's why the first music video I did, I didn't want to be like, I'm all shirtless, and, you know, I didn't want to have that.
I think if I were you, and I had abs and stuff that you have, I probably would have did it without my t-shirt on.
You see?
Probably would have.
You see?
Because I know what's appealing to the audience.
No, because it sells, and
yeah.
And like, okay, the one video I did, the
shows
first...
how passionate you are about what you do, actually.
No, but look...
I'm superficial, my dude. I know what people think. Shirt off, six-pack, a rap.
Yeah. I want to be respected for my music more. That's why there was a time, like, when I didn't do music, because I was going through a lot, bad mental headspace. I was depressed. I got out of that. I got in shape. Then I did, like, it was weird. Like, I started doing photo shoots. Like, I didn't plan on doing it, but the shoots I did. And then people started seeing, like, hey, but because I was, even though I was in shape, I would never show my body, like. But when the photos came out on social media and stuff, then people was like, yo, and automatically people started treating me differently.
Human nature.
Automatically.
That's how it goes.
Like, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything different. Just the way I look, people know now I look like this, and now they treated me different, man. And I could see, like, I don't want to be known for this guy, you know.
It's absolutely. Why don't you just use the talents that was bestowed upon you? Huh? That's my perspective.
No, and then
look at a baby. A baby, according to studies, the literature shows that if you put a beautiful person in front of a baby and a person that's not necessarily attractive, the baby is going to migrate towards a beautiful person without understanding what beauty is already.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
That's some deep shit.
I can't dive deeper than that, but it actually says quite a lot.
That's
Baby's understanding of aesthetics
is in the DNA already.
There we go.
Wow.
Maybe it has to do with if you're beautiful, you have more success in life. Symmetry.
Okay.
Perhaps. You know, and baby sees this person like, well, I can depend on this person.
You know, like,
get me somewhere.
To be honest, like, I don't see, when I became in shape, because obviously I had hair and I shaved my head and I look completely different, and you know, I had this physique and stuff, and the pictures came out, and Like I didn't like get why people were making this fuss about me, man. And until somebody broke it down, like a friend of mine, she was like, broke it down, and I was like, okay, I kind of get it now. Okay, but still, I was like, I'm still the same guy, man, you know? And then I noticed a lot of, whenever I went to different like shops and like, let's say the bank and stuff, I don't get treated the same like the next person, which is ridiculous, because I still don't think like I look aesthetically that pleasing as people would say, because for me, I still didn't make that transition in my head. And then there's one time this happened, right? I went to the bank, and for me, I thought this was a normal treatment. I went to the bank, and then I saw the consultant, and she helped me, and I needed to come back again. Now, the bank is usually busy as fuck. Everyone knows this, right? She says, okay, here's my number. When you come in again, just let the person in the front know that you're here to see her, and you don't have to wait in the line again. So I thought it was normal. I thought, okay,
Yeah,
fine, she just, the nice service from the bank. And I did that. And then I was in the bank like quick. I mean, like 5 minutes. I walked past the line, nothing. I got served. Then I told a friend about it. And because I said like, yo, I'm going to the bank quick. And then I came back. She's like, that. And I said, yo, I'm done. And she's like, that was quick.
Yeah,
Like, what happened? And I was like, no, so explain to her. She's like, no fucking ways. Like, no, you're using your good looks and blah. I was like, what? Is that special treatment now? And then it happened again. Like, this consultant gave me her number. And she, like, even flirted with me. Like, I was like, okay, now I'm putting pieces together and stuff. But yes, I did use that in a video. I did, my first video I did shirtless, I did that. And the next video I did was that Wakanda song. I didn't intend to be topless in that song. That was just, I was supposed to wear a costume, right? And when I put the costume on that day that the production company had, it didn't work well. It didn't look proper.
I think having going without a t-shirt on is way better option.
So the video wouldn't have looked that way if I didn't say fuck it then. I'm just not gonna wear a t-shirt and luckily it worked. It worked. So that's why I also tell people that's why I like staying ready. I don't have these periods where I'm, like people bulk up or they get fat and then they lean out towards summer and stuff. Like for me, like fitness is not a seasonal thing.
It's a choice, life choice.
It's the life choice. It's an everyday thing. It's not just fitness. Physical fitness for me doesn't just represent the physical, the body. It's mental. It's spiritual. It's emotional. It's like emotional intelligence. It's everything. It's a whole package. It's financial fitness. It's everything. You got to look after yourself. That's just the way there's no off season for me.
How's your cardio?
It's great. It's great.
You ran,
you come to the mountain with me.
Hey, I'm almost 100 Ks now.
Oh, wow.
About 90,
what?
I'm about 94, 95, I think.
Oh, do you remember those soccer days?
Yeah.
You used to be so fucking fit, dude. And we used to always ask Fred, how do you do it? And he always gave us this advice, run until your lungs burn. Because you never got tired.
It's a motor.
You never got tired.
I was boxing then. I remember I was boxing as well, so obviously that contributed to that lifestyle you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
I'm enjoying my life. Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
You can still enjoy your life and be fit.
I get that. Maybe it's a perspective of what enjoying life is. My lifestyle is of a nature where I'm surrounded by people who like to not really look after their health per se. And then I have a handful of friends who hit the gym. In actual fact, I bought myself a bench press the other day.
Oh, wow.
Full set of
really?
everything, full set.
Okay.
And it just stands there in my living room. And I look at this bad boy all the time, like, I need to get on this thing.
How long ago did you buy it?
I bought it in stages.
Yeah.
Because I bought second hand.
Okay. Yeah? So you bought like maybe the bench first.
Bench first, and I got the bar and the weights.
But now it's complete though.
It's complete now. Yeah.
So what's stopping you?
I think I don't want to be disciplined anymore.
Why?
Which is a bad thing. I get that. maybe I don't derive much pleasure from it.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I used to, perhaps. Or it could be when I was so fit back then. I know I was in amazing shape. Always the fittest dude in the group.
But remember,
My goal was to be a professional boxer. That is my mindset. So I wake up early morning, 4:30. When I was living in China, I woke up 4:30.
Wow.
I don't know why I did, because I read online that Mike Tyson done it.
And he was
I said,
a
okay,
hero.
I'm going to do it as well.
Yeah.
He still is one of my people that I look up to,
Yeah,
despite
yeah.
all the scandals and stuff.
Yeah, no,
I'm
he's,
looking at his-
he's still like, sure,
Yeah.
icon.
4:30 before I go to work. After work, I'm my own personal trainer in China. I stuck to it. I fought the Chinese guys, went to Philippines.
Really? You were fighting in China as well?
Yeah, I fought in China.
I didn't know that. I thought like when you left here, you stopped that.
No. I was
Wow.
adamant to continue.
That's amazing.
So I was training there in China, get a good coach, good enough coach. Not compared to what I'm accustomed to, because obviously I had one of the best coaches in South Africa at the time,
Oh, wow.
on university level.
Wow.
Right? We had the Sasa tournament then.
Oh wow.
Yeah, amazing coach. He was the best
Wow.
at that time.
Okay.
The Chinese guy was on no level in comparison to him.
And
The
you
South
were just
African
whooping
guy
ass and-
yeah. No, they were scared. The Chinese guys were scared of me.
Because you this
Because
dark-skinned.
I think it's that I
African
look
brother.
different, and obviously the idea that you are African, you are stronger,
Yeah.
and all that jazz. Yeah, then I went to Philippines. At the time, we Floyd Mayweather fought Pacquiao.
Pacquiao, wow, you
in
were there.
Vegas. I
Yeah.
couldn't afford a ticket to Las Vegas,
Yeah.
so I bought a ticket and flew to Philippines.
And to experience that vibe
Dude,
of the country.
Exactly what they say.
The country
when-
shuts down and
Yeah, no crime.
no nothing.
I watched in this huge stadium there.
Wow.
And I was a Pacquiao fan.
That's amazing, dude.
And full of fellow Filipinos, me and a buddy of mine from the UK.
Wow.
And I could just see Pacquiao's not going to come back in this fight. After the third round,
yeah,
and Mayweather
yeah.
gave it a solid one.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, this guy's not going to
There's
do it.
no
And
hope.
I voiced my thoughts out loud.
Oh, no,
The
you
Filipinos are
shouldn't.
like,
You should.
are you from America? I'm like, no. I'm a Pacquiao fan. But they got so pissed off that I'm
Of
speaking like that.
course.
But, it's the truth. I saw what happened after the third round.
Wow.
Because Mayweather's a dude, man. He understands the game like he's a master
his
chess
fight
player.
IQ is amazing. Seriously.
Yeah.
Like, what was the vibe like when he lost?
Pacquiao.
Yeah. What was the vibe like in that stadium?
I'm gonna be completely blunt, honest with you.
Yeah.
When he lost, I was such a big Pacquiao fan. I waited for 8 years for this fight to happen. I was in tears when Pacquiao lost. No jokes. My friend is like, "Why you acting like I'm like, dude.
You were
I still
crying.
contacted Donnie. I said, Donnie. Actually, I didn't contact him. Donnie sent me a message on Facebook Messenger, laughing at me.
Holy shit.
Who's the boss now? Money Man. Because Donnie's a Mayweather fan.
Ah.
And he called it out. Pacquiao's never going to beat Mayweather. So I'm like, no, Pacquiao's win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the stadium, were they upset? Did they
They were absolutely
was there like a riot
pissed off.
in the Philippines?
It wasn't a riot. They were like,
But like-
I could see they weren't walking
Yeah.
so upright anymore.
stomach
Slouching.
chest out.
But another cool thing happened there. Besides all the fun I've had, the amazing fun, man. Wow, Philippines, like, it's amazing.
It's amazing.
I trained in the same gym that Pacquiao trained in.
Oh, wow.
Dalore gym? El Dalore. Yeah.
It must have been an amazing experience.
And I sparred with a lightweight
Yeah.
WBC contender,
No way.
Dennis Tubicon.
Holy shit. How
Yeah.
was that?
Kicked my ass. But I learned so much, man.
Of course,
I
you
learned
must have learned.
Yeah. I spent about 4 days in the gym.
Wow.
Yeah. Ilorde gym. Ilorde gym.
Ilorde.
You can check it online, yeah.
Heavy.
Decent gym. It's not all this glamour that we have nowadays. It's like the dirty gym, you know,
Yeah.
the sweat towels in the
There's
corner.
something about that grimy
Yeah.
gym, you know, that because for me, I still don't feel at home in a fancy gym.
Yeah.
I came from a school where the weights were looking like they were about to rust.
Yeah.
You know.
Me too.
I love that, man. I don't like this shit that's too nice. Like
Yeah.
these days when there's one padding off a machine, like out of order. Like, no, y'all just spoiled. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Take a sign off. I'm gonna use this machine. You know?
Yeah.
Yo, man.
I've seen those guys somewhere in Central Africa. I'm not sure. Congo. Is Congo the West? I don't know. I'm supposed to know that. Anyways, yeah, I'm supposed to know that, man. Please edit that out.
Fuck that. That's going in, right?
Oh gosh. Yeah. And you saw those guys, they jacked.
Yeah.
And they're picking up train wheels.
Train wheels.
Rusted train wheels. Have you seen
Train
these
wheels.
guys?
No.
Amazing physiques.
Okay,
Amazing.
no, I've seen the guys, but I haven't seen them picking up train wheels. Yeah, but I've seen the physiques. Yeah. It's like, I don't know if you know UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou.
Yes, it's from Cameroon.
Is he from Cameroon?
Yeah.
No, is he from Ghana?
It's Cameroon, I'm not mistaken.
Wait.
Check it out.
I don't want to talk out of my ass here. I don't want to disrespect the...
Well, if I'm right, could you please edit out that geography error?
we are here to correct some shit. Where's this?
Cameroonian.
Oh, you're right. Well done.
Just edit it out. Thanks so much.
No, I'm not editing shit. We're keeping that, like, okay, he's Cameroonian, yes. Like,
Yeah.
he explains, like, as a child, growing up and working in the sand mines, like yes, that's his job. Like, from the time he was a child, like digging sand, and even when he went back home recently after he was a champ, he helped the people just to get back to his roots and you know and he's jacked. And like everyone back, even the Nigerians as well, like they all jacked because they come from this hard living, this hard working mentality, which is awesome, man.
I watched this channel. I think it's also of some. No, he's originally from I think Nigeria, and he lived in Canada. So obviously he spent his entire life there, adult life in Canada, and you know he doesn't sound African anymore.
Oh wow!
Whatever that sounds like, because you know, so multi-dynamic.
What
Continent we stay in.
Exactly.
Anyways, and he is trying to disprove the fact that you follow a set. For example, you do your 12 reps. Or 3 sets for something. And he was comparing the lifestyle that they have in Africa, like Francis had, constantly working every day, and how buff those guys are. And he called it nucleus overload. Yeah, he said that's the term that he came up with it. Constantly putting your body under pressure. And he doesn't believe in rest day. Goes all the way through. And he said this, you can see the results.
I also don't believe in rest day.
Yeah.
I train Monday to Sundays. Like somebody asked me like a few days ago, it's like, please send me your winter workout, right? And I said simple, Monday to Sunday, I put in bold work. And he's like, when do you rest? I was like, homie, like, what do you want? How bad do you want it? You know, like, it's all about how bad you want it. You just believe that you can't. Like, why? Why do you believe that you can't train without a rest day? You know, is there something that's holding you back that says that no, you must rest, or is what's in your way? What's blocking you from achieving your goals?
Yeah.
You know, because he told me his goals. He wants this, he wants this. I'm like, but you like, because I've been telling him for a long time already, just do this, but you won't commit to this the way that I just gave him some adjustments to make, but he won't even do that, you know. So I was like, what's holding you back? Like, what's in your mind telling you that you can't achieve that? I'm not the exception.
Do you enjoy training?
I love it too.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I was there this morning. I did some legs.
I never, where have I? I never particularly enjoyed how hard it gets. You know, it's a painful thing for me.
The pain that, especially the last few reps that you just can't anymore, but you push through that. Oh, it's amazing that high that, because like it's not just what you gain in the gym, but it's like what you take from that in your personal life, knowing that I just went past that threshold.
Yeah, that part is fine.
Yeah,
I get that. I'm with you there.
Okay.
Before that is not fine. I don't particularly like smile when my body's in that pain, lactic acid going through my muscles, my biceps,
what
for
do you
example.
mean? Like,
I don't smile through it. It's odd. So I'm really like, when I go gym, I'm serious. I'm stern.
so who's smiling while they're doing a set? Have you seen some of my posts? Like, I'm fucking sweating. I'm like, oh fuck, I can't. I'm giving everything. Like, my mind is only in that exercise. I'm not thinking about, oh, I must do this, I must do this, I must go pay bills, or I'm there, dude. I'm in that fucking muscle. I'm dedicated. I'm focused on that specific mission at that time, and it's just me and that weights and the muscles and the blood pumping through it, and that's all that fucking matters. I'm not thinking about anything. After the set, I'm laughing, yes, because it was fun. It was fun to push myself that far. That's all that I'm thinking about.
I wouldn't say fun though. I don't experience fun.
Oh, it's amazing.
I experience, you did it, man. Well done. Do better next time.
You don't like laughing, like, oh, that was so crazy. Like, oh, I'm so sore.
Never.
Like, oh,
no.
That's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
I love it, dude. I love it. It's just, man, training has taught me so much about myself and about life, and just what I've taken that and applied to my life and my goals in other areas.
Definitely translate into various parts of our lives. I'm with you there.
Dude, it's magic, man. Yeah. So my man, so you're an educator.
Yeah.
You've taught in various countries, not just South Africa. What are you currently teaching now? Subjects?
My new passion is probably keeping me at the gym. IT and robotics. And technology.
IT, robotics, technology.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a brief description on each topic for 3 marks.
So I teach the younger learners, high school, technology.
Okay, which grades do you teach?
8, 9, and 10.
8, 9, 10. Okay, got it. Okay.
So with technology, I teach only grade 8s, right? The entire, all the grade 8s in the school. And I'm only teaching them how to draw. We're part of the drawing component of the curriculum, right? So, what those terms called again? Wow. The dimensions of an engine, for example, right?
Oh, wow.
So we'll draw it on actual paper, like old school.
Yeah.
Get the dimensions right, the angles, radius, the different kinds of lines that you get.
Wow.
Teach the kids that, and they submit it to me, then I mark it and see all the dimensions are correctly.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's quite hard to do, actually. A lot of mathematics involved there.
Fuck yeah, of course.
I enjoy that, right? And I actually connected the drawing and added some technology to it. So I don't explain it on paper. I explain it using a Microsoft program.
Okay.
Projected on the board. Kids love it and they get to understand how it's done. That's technology.
Yeah.
Robotics, we program robots, EV3 robots, to do a variety of things.
Okay, wait, what's an EV3 robot?
Lego has started this business where they connect building actual Lego robots mixed with a computer.
Oh.
Yeah, and you connect sensors to it, like an ultrasonic sensor, infrared.
That is so dope.
And the robot can pick up things. It can.
How big is the robot?
Well, you can build it as big as you want. It's usually about this size.
Yeah.
Yeah, about this size. Well, 30 centimeters on average.
Wow.
It can also be more practical things like a crane picking up things.
Oh wow.
Or a color sorter, a Rubik's Cube solver.
That is so dope.
I imagine the algorithms put into place to program the thing.
That's insane.
Yeah. And obviously this is heavily mixed with IT. Yeah.
So they go definitely hand in hand.
Yeah. So IT, I teach 3 different programming languages: Python, Java, and Delphi. And Scratch. Okay. Scratch is a very basic one. Yeah, really cool stuff.
That's heavy. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
That's heavy. Now, sorry, I cut you off. You were busy explaining robotics when I asked you about the CV3 robot. Okay, please continue explaining robotics.
Well, there's not much to say. You can... Look, we're in the 4th Industrial Revolution, right? Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
robots are taking over.
Essentially, yes. The menial jobs, like cleaning, it's not going to be there for long, right? I'm trying to instill this in the learners' heads, guys. If you're going to end up as a cashier, I don't know anything against cashiers, they're essential. We will not be needing them.
Let me tell you a story about that. I was in Sweden, in Stockholm. I went to this one store. My friend told me about it, but I didn't believe him. I went in and he said I should go by myself. He stood outside.
Yeah.
I didn't know why, but I went in. I got my items. I went to the till. There's no fucking cashier. I scanned my own goods.
Yeah.
I paid, and I went. There was no cashier.
Stockholm.
Stockholm, yeah. You say it's been like that for a long fucking time. This was back in, I was in 2016, and it was like that.
Oh, Sweden's an amazing country,
dude.
As far as education is.
It's amazing.
I haven't been there.
Sweden and Finland, dude. Education.
You've been to both of them?
No, I haven't been to Finland. I've been to Sweden, but not Finland. But I know someone from Finland, so I'm not going into that. But yeah, I know someone from Finland, and the education is #1 in the world. You know that?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, the curriculum is amazing. So instead of we like traditionally in almost all over the world, we first study and then we get our job. In Scandinavia, they first pinpoint where you're likely to be one day, an attorney,
you find your
construction. That's where you're likely to be, our natural inclination.
Yeah.
Right? And then from there, they give you the subjects connected to this natural inclination.
That's amazing. I mean,
makes a lot of sense.
Kids don't even have homework, dude. Kids don't even have homework.
Wow.
Yeah, they don't. They
as lucky kids.
Yeah, they come in, and most of the time they play at school. They say because kids need to be kids.
Yeah.
Kids need to be kids, and through that way they've got things that they teach and they learn at school, but through that way they find their passion, they find what they're actually good at through their system, and it's successful.
Yeah, and you can actually connect personality to the best profession that we're likely to be proficient at.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and this is essentially what they're doing.
True.
You know?
True. No,
that's the yards ahead. Yards ahead.
Dude, but it's so shocking and that I mean, if we know there's another system in place that is successful, why don't we adapt that? Why don't we say, you know what, let's try that on a trial basis. Let's see if it works over here. If it doesn't, okay.
Yeah.
But at least try, at least see, you know, why are we still doing this outdated method that is unsuccessful? Because it's proven it's not really working.
Yeah, sure.
You know, I mean... Yeah.
I don't know what to say there. I mean, obviously, there's like various dynamics. What dynamics? What am I looking for here? Various reasons why.
Yeah.
Right? Culturally, it could be culturally embedded in certain cultures. Who knows what the reason is? For example, is it in Portugal? Portugal, they have customary siestas. Yeah, see, it's like have a nap throughout the day. Nap time. It's like important.
Yeah.
And increases production.
It does.
And I think Scandinavia, somewhere in Scandinavia, they have, I think it's a 4-day work week.
Yeah, I also heard about the 4-day work week.
Started last year.
I heard about that.
Increases productivity. So obviously it seems like it's a cultural thing.
You know, I think we're so scared of change. I think that also, I mean, think about it. If something simple as starting a new diet, you know, you're scared of change. You're scared of maybe taking the bus to a train or everyday commuting. You know, like you don't always run towards it. You know, people don't really embrace it. I think it's just human nature.
Do you like change?
I love it, dude. You know why? And you know what changed for me? Excuse the pun. When I this quote from Einstein, he said, the definition of insanity is doing the same shit over and over, expecting a different result. So that immediately told me, change. You can't keep doing the same thing. You can't keep, and that changed everything for me. I didn't understand it at first. It took me a while to grasp what it actually meant, and then when I did, I was like, okay, that's another like formula. It's part of my formula that I'm gonna implement in my life.
That's an interesting perspective of Einstein's quote, because I always perceived it as make throw an analogy here. I have a bundle of keys. Just off the cuff, I'm thinking about bundle of keys, one keyhole. I'm trying to enter my house. I unlock with that key, doesn't work. I try the other one and try the other one, and I continue that same repetition all the time without successfully getting into my house.
But you see, you're trying something different.
Yeah, you try something else.
Different method. Same thing I used.
Yeah.
I can't write the same way of the song.
True.
I can't write the same hook. I can't write the same subjects. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keep changing my method. The goal is still the same, but I'm flexible about my method because I know I want to get there. So obviously, if this thing that I'm using all the time not successful, what am I doing? Same thing about getting abs. You know, if I'm just doing crunches, I'm not eating right, it didn't work. You know, I had to get my diet right. Once I got my diet right, I was like, okay, there's changes. Once I started seeing some shape, what did I do? Okay, this works so far. What did I do? I did this and this and this. Okay, make a bit more sacrifices year and year with regards to my diet. What did I see? So more change. Hey, I'm getting towards my goal. So I'm keeping on changing my method. I'm keeping on switching up. So it's the same principle.
Yeah, and change is evolution, right?
It's evolution.
Yeah.
It's inevitable and it's evolution.
Yeah. Progress.
Yeah. Well,
progress versus tradition. There we go.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to say we're in a progressive society.
Are we?
I don't know.
I think we are definitely going that way. Are you progressive? Can I want to speak some politics?
I hate politics.
I think it's really important to talk about it. Are you progressive or are you traditionalist, right wing?
I'm not right wing at all. Yeah. I'm like, look, you can't.
I don't be fully, but calibrated more to which side of the spectrum.
More on the liberal side.
Yeah.
You can't be all in on something. You can't be like, no, I am right wing.
Please.
Oh, sure. You can't all just be I'm completely right wing and you know, nothing that the left says is correct.
No, absolutely not.
Because then it becomes a cult. You know, then it becomes
100%.
Are you just doing that because you want to be part of this group?
Thanks, man.
Because of this family kind of thing, or you know, I mean, yeah, give and take here and there. But I'm definitely more on the left than the right for sure. Like,
what do I strike you as?
You?
My left or right? What do I strike you as?
I think you're not completely left, but you're very rigid as well. So I think there's a balance between, but you're more towards the right.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I think, and I go look how awesome this is. If we were politicians,
we'd never be sitting like that, chopping it up.
Who knows?
But in a civil man like this,
who knows?
Okay.
I've seen some politicians actually pull it off. It's important for this discourse to happen between the two different ideas, right and left. This is where we can reach a consensus. It doesn't necessarily have to be completely in the middle. Always going to be between the two spectrums. But that is where we derive progress. And what you're talking about earlier on, evolution. That's how we evolve.
Yeah.
If someone's too liberal, i.e. Will Smith and his wife.
Okay.
And his kids. Honestly, for everybody.
Okay.
Everything I talk about is Will Smith and his wife nowadays.
I heard that.
Social media.
I could pick that up.
Yeah. Social media is like, making my brain all
I don't know.
Smithy.
I think that's a bad example to use. I don't want to touch on that.
Look how liberal the kids are. They have a liberal idea of family. Look at their kids. Like, my parents told me, Fred, you know what? You're not going to drink until you're legal. You're not going to be doing all the things until you,
reach the age.
Age, for example, or whatever it may be. It was a rigid system, how things are supposed to be. I've actually heard Will Smith say that, no, we allow them to learn as they go. They're babies. So you're telling me you're not going to teach this baby, which was tried and tested, fucking thousands of years, tried and tested way of doing something. And all of a sudden, no. You know what? Screw all that. Let's rather teach, let a baby learn along the way. I get that and I want that.
I think, okay.
But
I'm not a parent.
Balance.
I'm not a parent. So I can't really weigh in on it as a parent would. But I do get what you're saying. There needs to be some form of structure.
Absolutely.
It can't just be the wild, wild west. And
no, man.
I get that.
Look, don't get me wrong. I am a avid supporter of letting the baby bump his head.
Okay.
He or she will not hurt.
Get concussions
Again,
and brain damage. And
not necessarily that.
I know what you mean. I'm fucking with you.
I'll laugh at it. No, I won't do that.
I'm not editing that out.
It's all good, man.
But I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I completely understand that.
Bump the head and learn. I'm
Yeah,
for that.
I-
But don't give too much leeway. Can't. You are the leader. You have lived. If you're a parent, you've lived. Right? You've been on the planet for like 20 odd years, 30 odd years, whatever it may be. Don't disregard that experience that you have walking this planet.
Look, I'm sure. See, I don't wanna, because I don't know what exactly their household entails. But I'm sure if you're a parent, you obviously pass on lessons that you've learned to your young ones, and you know, because you don't want them to go through the same thing you went through. You want the best for them. You know, you want them to have a happy life and do what they love doing, and you know. But yeah, I just don't like weighing in on somebody else's business, because I'm not there. I haven't lived their life. I don't know what's exactly going on. Because remember, just the media snippet you might have seen. You don't know.
There's always that.
You don't know
And it's just a
if they
snippet.
could have. Yeah, you could have elaborated more, and then but it got cut off. But you don't know. So
Yeah.
this
True.
is why I started the podcast, so people can have a full story, have a full way of explaining themselves without getting cut off. And
No, it's actually a very thoughtful thing to say there.
but that's
Makes
honest.
a lot of sense, yeah.
It's honest.
Makes a lot of sense.
You can't get to know someone in a 5-minute interview.
Can't.
You can't. Like you can't ask them, how do you raise your kids? Explain it to me in 1 minute, and I'll move on to the next subject. And you can't. I mean, it's very hard to. I mean, I've done a lot of fucking interviews, you know, and I always felt like I wanted to say more, you know.
Same.
But then, like what? Hello, you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. It's interviews are, I guess, necessary, and they don't have the time frame to give an hour on a radio or TV station, because they've got bills to pay. They've got you know, with regards to sponsors and commercials, and they got to get through other things on the program. You know, so I'm not knocking that, but I'm just saying, if you want to get to know someone, you gotta do it in a long format without getting cut off all the time.
Do you actually ever get to know someone completely?
Never.
Like, what's that expression? Who are you when no one is watching?
No one is watching.
Yeah.
When no one
Who are
is
you really?
watching.
Yeah. That closed door.
Who are you when you're alone with your own thoughts?
And your habits, you know, it's completely different.
You know, I know friends, like when they ask me when I go to the mountain, and they ask like, do you go alone? And I was like, yeah, I'm alone.
Yeah.
Do you take music? No. So you alone, like alone? I was like, yeah. So like, they freak out because they can't do that. They can't be alone with their own thoughts, so they can't be alone on their own.
No, there's a lot of benefits of being alone.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's actually, I recommend it for
You get to know
humankind.
You get to know yourself.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. It's so important.
That's
man.
growth right there.
That's so important. Like, I enjoy my own company. I do, you know. I mean, me and myself, we go everywhere together. You know what I'm saying?
You're your own best friend.
Exactly. I don't need to phone a bra and say, "Bruh, I need to go here. Come with me, man. It's gonna be liquor." I don't need that, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
you know how many people I've met? I went to concerts alone, right? And I met people there that are still my friends today. We are so close, like so close today. We are like, you know, so it's amazing meeting new people like on the spot and just bonding with them and forming connections. If you keep fucking with the same people, the same circles, you know, you're only gonna get the same experience.
Yeah.
You know, so like for me, cause like I'm not gonna miss out on seeing one of my, so to say, idols, just because a bride didn't want to go with me. Like, are you fucking out of your mind? You telling me I must miss out on something like this? This person isn't gonna be here tomorrow. I can't see him again tomorrow or next month. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. I'm not gonna miss out just because my bride didn't feel like going. Or no, are you fucking out of your mind?
Yeah.
No.
100%. I'm also pretty much of a loner like you. Like, I have friends, obviously, but I usually go out and do my own thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Even though you have someone in your life?
Yes, I'm a big proponent of having that setup.
Wow.
You can't be with your partner all the time.
I respect that, and
She knows it.
and she respects it as well.
She does.
Wow, that's amazing.
I go out. I'll even go have breakfast by myself if I want to.
That's beautiful.
She does her own thing.
That's really beautiful. Seriously, yeah. If because I know so many women who wouldn't want, like, no, I'm coming with you.
Yeah.
Why want to go alone? Like, no.
Well, it depends on your relation, your attachment style. I also had. No, let's not go there. Let's not go.
But that's a beautiful
past
thing.
experiences.
Yeah. Let's not delve into.
I'm happy now.
But that's a beautiful thing. It's hard to find that type of connection, but when you do, it's a beautiful thing. So respect, man.
I can say this though, and I know all the women that are watching this program think, man, this guy is such a like toxic masculine guy. But I'm all for this.
Okay.
The man needs to set up the foundation in the relationship.
Explain. For 5 marks.
5 marks, right, man? A lot of points there.
I want to understand the way you think.
If the your partner, the woman, sees you as, okay, I can actually follow this guy, she's going to. She's not going to be nagging on you.
Follow in terms of?
Not follow as what he does, but let him set the rules and the boundaries in the relationship. Yes, they both should have the boundaries. But you need to be, the male needs to be the leader in the relationship.
Okay.
Have to be. A woman doesn't want to follow someone that's not a leader.
And an alpha.
Yes, have to be. The woman's got, look, women can say what they want to say. No, not true. There's no way she's going to be happy. The man is going to feel like a girl if she's like a guy. It's going to be terrible. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
You don't want to go home to someone like that.
I know what you mean. You don't want to feel, yeah. But at the same time, look, you have to admit there are a lot of women who like it when the man is a beta, when the man is not the alpha, when the man, when she can have his hand over him and tell him what to do and control him. You can't deny that.
I'm not denying that. I didn't say that this doesn't exist. I'm saying we're the happier. And women are going to be happier there.
Relationship, okay.
Yeah.
Especially for the man and for the woman as well, for both.
I think for both, but it's never going to happen that way because our experiences could shape our personalities. A beta male could be beta because what he experienced what the first girlfriend had, or maybe his mother abused him or something like that. Then he could feel happy being reprimanded for the smallest thing because of his previous experiences. Who really knows what goes on?
Also, you have to also take into account if there was no man in the household.
100%.
He never got to see how to treat a woman, how to be around a woman, how to be that alpha also. So there's many perspectives to that as well.
Yeah,
it's not just clean cut and
100%, yeah.
There's so many factors to take into account over there. But I know what you mean, and I know what you also mean when you say the toxic masculinity thing.
Everything you do now, whenever a man shows any kind of aggression, which is absolutely essential in the streets.
In these streets!
Right? It's essential. You need to be aggressive. And sometimes that aggression gets misconstrued as toxic.
I know what you mean.
Come on now. Someone messes with you, according to that, again I'm referring to Will Smith.
Yeah,
but if someone messes with you in the streets, are you going to say, no dude, don't do that again? Okay?
Namaste.
Yeah, you're going to want to sort him out. You have to.
Yeah.
Depending on the circumstance, obviously.
It's like this, like, I'm a very relaxed person, like, very chilled. Like, violence is like the last thing I'm going to resort to. But people see me and I hear a lot, like, you're so nice. You know what I'm saying? But I'm nice because I know how to fuck some shit up. You know what I'm saying? I'm
That's
confident
true.
in that way.
Yeah.
Like, there are times like I get all my aggression out when I'm in the gym, when I'm training. So when I go into the world, I'm nice, I'm calm, I'm passive. But if something comes up in these streets where I need to tap into that aggression that I'm very familiar how to get out, I will access it like that, and you will not even recognize this person. Like I am like, I think there's this quote by Jordan Peterson. I don't know if he said it, but you know, it's like he says, like, he gives us a description like a man should be a warrior, should be ruthless. He should, like he said, like there's this quote. He says, it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. You learn, you have to become a warrior and have this aggression, but learn how to control it.
Yeah.
And that's a very powerful
It is Jordan
man.
Peterson. He does say that.
Very powerful, man. And it makes so much sense. Like, I'm a very peaceful guy. I mind my business. But if that shit goes down, you know, that switch just turns on.
Yeah. And that's how it should be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Violence is never the solution to an immediate problem, unless you really have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't want to go back to your reference that you used earlier.
Oh, man.
yeah, but yeah, I know what you mean. I know. Okay, wait. I wanted to know about the robotics thing, and we got all the way here.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So
Elon Musk.
Yeah, Elon. Yeah,
There we go.
The next
Talking point.
the next Elon Musk. Okay, so what drew you towards these subjects and like the response from the kids with regard to these subjects? Are they very intrigued by it? Do they feel it's also necessary with regards to the future and doing what they are going to do when they are older? Like, it's going to be important for them.
Yeah. The minority of the learners I teach are keen and understand how this can benefit their lives when they are adults.
Oh, wow.
The majority,
they're not really seeing the future.
Yeah. The majority is like, no, they really don't care about it.
They're just getting through the class just to get through the class.
But they definitely enjoy the robotics part. There's about 95% that enjoys it of the learners I teach, which is quite high. And I put a lot of effort in those lessons. So I know this way I can draw them in.
Yes.
Paint a picture of a good future.
Because it's fascinating to me, the robotics. And I mean,
it's a beautiful thing, man.
It is.
We go in there.
Are you afraid of AI in any way?
I'm afraid of its capabilities. Right? I was chatting to a friend of mine. He's a software engineer.
Yeah.
And we were talking about AI, how smart these things can become. This technology is way smarter than us. It only makes the mistake once, and after that, never
It learns
again.
Yeah.
So what if it eventually gets to this point, this robot, so to say, and it decides that, you know, humans are eventually going to be the downfall of planet Earth. And this robot's been mandated and programmed to protect planet Earth. It decides like that humans is going to be the downfall. Let's eliminate them. And there's been countless movies about this.
Oh yeah, Terminator.
Yeah.
Humans are the
Makes a lot of
liability.
sense though. Makes a lot of sense. And it's not important. These things are so intelligent, man. AI, these things, I'm speaking about it like it's an actual living thing.
Living thing.
And it's possible that we are going to enter a world where we will not be able to discern what's real and what's not. Yeah, and there's a lot of theories today. Simulation theory.
Elon is coming up with simulation theory is quite
Neuralink.
huge. Yeah, Neuralink. Yeah, what do you think about that though?
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Yeah.
You're all for somebody putting this device in your head, making you smarter and shit, and
yeah, it'll make life so much easier. Look, we have observed this in Hollywood, the movies, right? They're always hinting towards bionic arms and stuff like that. Jax on Mortal Kombat, for example. Who else is there? There's countless. countless
Okay.
bionic humans.
But remember, the point of Neuralink isn't just to make you smarter,
Yeah.
better, stronger. It's to help, let's say, people with paralysis.
Sure.
So, but then at a later stage it's gonna get extended to that. But the priority is first for people with conditions, which is great. I'm all for that. It's just like, fuck, dude, like. It's gonna be crazy. I mean, he even said that you won't even be able to you won't even need to communicate with words, with sound.
Yeah. You watch this Joe Rogan?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, are you all for that? With your background on robotics and your understanding?
I honestly think that it's unavoidable, and this is why I'm for it. It's inevitable. I'm for it because it's inevitable.
Really?
I think as humans that want to advance, we have a natural proclivity to improve ourselves. Right?
That's true.
And this could be a mechanism for us to do so.
Okay.
I think it's obviously understand the negative implications of it, which is definitely there. I mean, just create a virus and send it in this thing,
that's
and then
really
boom.
possible.
Yeah.
Upload a
I guess
virus
it's gonna be
and
there.
then
Absolutely, there's risks
fuck up
in
our
everything.
brain and.
But we have an opportunity to be better than what we ever were.
Is that always a good thing?
Yeah,
I mean,
I think so.
you know that expression. I know it's based on a comic, but with great power comes great responsibility. There's a lot of not so nice people out there in these streets, and they
But
could
there are
abuse
smart
that.
people out there.
No, they are. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just playing devil's advocate over here. So, let's say there's this evil, psychotic, I don't know, inventor, and
This is likely going to happen.
and he gets this Neuralink, and he's smart already, but now he's extra smart, and he is now able to come up with some creation to destroy everything and everyone because he's unhappy himself and he just wants everyone to die.
Yeah.
Now, because of this Neuralink, he's got this extra edge, to do that. And he gets buddies on the same page because he's on forums every day, and he recruits these people, and they all have Neuralink and they all use it. What about that?
I get that, and it's unavoidable. I mean, were guns really created for gangsters to
I guess so.
wreak havoc on everybody?
I know what you mean. Yeah,
We need to control that.
it's just hard. I don't know.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm all for the future. I'm all for evolution. I'm all for improvement and advancement of mankind. But it's I don't know.
I like the idea.
What would you like want to build yourself? Like a project that you want to build in terms of robotics? Like.
Well, I'm currently, I'm not going to mention the name.
Okay.
But I'm currently busy with NGO. Building laptops, building computers. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say with regards to that.
You're not giving me anything more.
And I want to give these to disadvantaged students for free.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. You're not going to give me more than
That's
that.
it, yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, fine.
That's the one thing.
Okay.
There's quite a few ideas I have. At my thing, I would be able to give you more. Robotics. Hey, it's a lot of things, man.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
A lot of things I can say,
Now,
but something prevents me from doing so, and I understand why.
okay.
Another wait till it's out there.
Okay.
Yeah, of
In
course.
the streets.
Of course, man.
But there's no camera here. It's just me and you. Like.
Yeah, sure. Let's go into the cloud soon. Called YouTube.
What cloud? No.
The YouTube cloud.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so you've taught in Saudi, China, South Africa, and where else did you say? I forgot now.
La Reunion.
La Reunion.
Reunion Island. I tried to say it in French, but my French sucks.
Okay, where the fuck is that?
I think I can only say dimanche, which is Sunday, and monsieur, and bon nuit.
Merci.
Merci, yeah, merci. That's about it. My French sucks, dude.
Comment ça va?
Your French is probably better than mine.
Okay, but where's Reunion Island though?
200 kilometers from Mauritius.
Fuck.
Yeah, so in between the Madagascar and Mauritius, you find Reunion Island.
Okay, so your first stop was China, right?
Mauritius, Reunion Island.
So you first taught there.
Yeah.
Okay, I did not know that. Okay. What was that like?
One of the most beautiful countries I've seen in my life. I think if South Africa is beautiful, which it definitely is,
Okay.
if there was an arch rival, it will be Reunion Island.
Wow.
Yeah, waterfalls galore.
Wow.
We have fynbos there. Yeah, they have a sugar cane
No
everywhere.
ways.
So you literally like just and have some on a normal day.
Sheesh.
Everybody, because they're so, it seems health conscious. The people, they have amazing legs. Males and females.
Okay.
They all like got amazing legs, man.
Okay.
Athletes.
Okay.
Because you're always walking and the gradient is many steep gradients in
Yes.
the small island.
Yes.
On the small island. Yeah, it's amazing legs. And it's completely French.
I can fuck with that.
Yeah.
French colonized.
Completely. They call it a French department. So I think the French settled there once upon a time.
They
and
must have.
mostly populated by the Creole people.
Really?
Yeah.
The Creole people also exist in Mauritius as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know of any others. I know there's another one I can't get right now. Yeah. So in Reunion Island, Chinese, Indian, obviously European, French, African, and then the surrounding islands there as well. That's the people that settled there.
What did you teach there?
Business English.
Okay, explain.
Um,
Business in English or business English?
business English, yeah.
Like, is it
How
like...
to be professional.
okay.
Etiquette.
I see
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
What was that experience like? How were the kids and how was the...
I wasn't teaching kids there. I was teaching business executives.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How was that vibe like?
Well, amazing. I teach them. I go down to to the wine cellar
Uh-huh.
that they had at the on the property, huge wine cellar. And for me to enter the wine cellar, I will have to go in an elevator in this guy's house, right? And he hosted the entire thing.
Yeah.
The school was on his property, right?
That is crazy.
So everything is there. His property is 4 hectares big. So to give you perspective, the size of the gardens in Cape Town, the entire gardens, including the museums.
That was his property,
His.
including the museums.
He had eel farm on his property,
Holy
an eel
shit.
farm that he was selling it for consumption, and he was busy with the ostrich farm, different variants of fish. He's a carpenter. He builds furniture and imports it to France.
Wow. Did you also live on his property or did
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
How many of you guys were doing that?
just me.
Just you. Wow.
Me and a partner. Sorry, me and a partner.
Okay, so
Business partner.
that's amazing. Wow, that's interesting. And then from there you went to China.
China.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't talk about his wine cellar.
Okay,
I digress.
My bad.
I digress
My
there,
bad.
man. I want to give us country some justice here.
Okay.
The beauty and the
Okay, let's go.
the stuff that's there.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Talk about those
Yeah.
streets.
So those things. So after lesson, which not always happened, but happened regularly, we go down to his wine cellar. We enter the elevator, me and his business friends, go down the elevator, enter his wine cellar, which is a huge fridge with bottles implanted in the walls.
Wow.
Like, Fred, yeah, this is from your country, South Africa. See, it's Merlot. Like, yeah, I see that, man. Yeah, we're gonna drink this now. Very hard guy.
Is it?
Built his business when he was 16.
Wow.
Chopping down trees and made furniture and
Holy
sent it to France.
shit.
I was a millionaire.
That is fucking amazing.
Yeah. He taught me a lot about a lot of things, man.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Pig blood sausage. So I know it sounds gross. So we have, that's what they eat. It's one of the staples there.
Okay.
Delicacy. And you have that with your baguette, and then obviously your cheeses, and then your
How does it
your
taste?
wine. Pig blood sausage. Gross initially. I think after the third attempt, I was hooked.
Is it maybe because the name of it fucked with your mind?
Yeah.
And then it, made you taste. It affected your taste experience initially.
Yeah. Wasp larvae, whatever you call it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so they gave me a toothpick, a tweezer.
What did it taste
Go
like?
to a wasp hive, and I'll pull the wasps
You
out.
went to the hive.
Yeah.
And where there were wasps?
There, but he also has a bee farm. Sorry, so I had obviously the full suit on and stuff.
Okay, I'm just gonna ask you. You can't just go.
No. He was here.
In a
That's what he does,
t-shirt.
man. It's like that's his business. Like
That is
just
amazing.
Farm, different kinds of farm
So you
practices.
pick
The tweezer contraption and put it in a
Yeah.
bucket. Take it to the kitchen where the person's going to make the food was, and they'll throw it in a pan live, sprinkle some cinnamon on it,
No way.
and then that's what we eat.
and it tastes liquor
Awful. Yeah,
initially.
always.
The lava tastes awful.
Yes.
But he loves it.
I don't know. I never asked him the question.
Why do they eat it though? Like what is it about it? Is it
I don't know if
nutritious
it's a
or
cultural thing or is nutrition. I'm not really sure.
fucking Google that. I want to see
Yeah.
wasp larva. It's not stages.
Yeah.
I want to go to nutrition.
It's probably quite high.
Let's
Probably
see.
quite high.
Let's see what it is. Okay, let's go for protein first.
Yeah, definitely.
77.
Wow.
Holy
Let's go for the wasp larva, dude.
shit. I'm gonna fucking buy all the wasp fucking
Yeah.
larva
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah,
world, Craig.
Yeah.
What?
Can you imagine having a little
77
white
per
paste.
100. Are you mad? That's
Put on your bread.
77% of protein.
That's very high.
Oh my gosh, compare that to beef, right? Beef is 20% per 100 grams.
Yeah.
This is 70. Oh
Yeah.
my. Where can I buy? Wait, hold on. Where can. Well, seems delayed, man.
You'll eat this, yeah?
I will,
Yeah.
dude, for 77 grams, fuck, I'll eat anything. I'll eat that pig blood sausage too, man. Where can
Yeah, it tastes
I
amazing.
buy? Oh shit, I forgot to remove that. I need to remove, fuck.
Musenberg.
There we go. Let's see. Lava Pro. Hydroponic. Let's see this. Take a lot. Wait,
okay.
I'm gonna click on this. I wanna find out, dude. I'll order this shit now. But this is like, is this dried out or what is this?
I'm not sure. I'm trying to read the zoom in there.
Don't know. Is that it? I can't go.
For the suppression of Lepidoptera larvae. What does that mean?
No, there's not. It doesn't. I want to see like the nutritional facts of it, like the back of it, but it's not giving. I can't do anything with
Oh, we
this.
saw now. It's quite high.
No, but on this particular pack, man, I want to see what's in it. I want to
Why
see
don't you
like,
Google that pack?
3 doses.
Google that pack and then you could probably like do a 3D spin. of
No,
the
no,
image.
but this is not edibles, man. This is something else.
I don't think it is. It
No,
says
no, no,
something.
no.
It says protect.
Yeah, I want to eat this shit. Like, no. Fuck, man, I want to. Okay, let's see. Okay, no, there's hygiene services. This is like removal. This is like they want to take that shit away. Like, nah. Whatever. But anyway, okay, I'm very intrigued by this. But
Yeah. Now I'll tell you, I've eaten some crazy stuff, man.
wow. That's amazing, dude.
Scorpion
You ate? Oh, how was
in
that?
China, Beijing,
How was that?
and locust. scorpion is disgusting because it has this hard exoskeleton.
Has
And they
crunch.
put it on a barbecue, what they call barbecue, we call it a braai.
Yeah.
Put the scorpion on there, on the skewer, along with
Freaking
locust.
skewer. So you ate it at the same time? Like this?
On the skewer, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And I bit into that fat scorpion. As soon as my teeth penetrated through the exoskeleton, the inside just shot my mouth. It was disgusting.
Gosh.
I enjoy that. That's probably a good description, don't you think?
That was quite detailed.
Yeah. It happened. That's exactly what happened there. Gross.
Yeah.
But I had to do it. I'm in a different country. You know how it is. You're an experience.
Of course, you want to experience their culture.
The locust wasn't too bad. It was this chicken fish thing going on there.
Okay. I'm down with the locust then.
And when I entered China, I came to the first time I had toad stew. Amazing.
Okay, I've heard toad is not so bad.
It's actually amazing.
Really?
I kid you not. It's one of the most delicious things I ever tasted in my life.
They say it tastes like chicken.
And fish. Yeah.
So it's the same chicken and fish vibe.
Yeah. But quite nice.
Because it's
and
soft,
very
maybe.
meaty.
Nah.
Very meaty.
Wow.
They chucked the whole thing in there. The entire toad. So
Eyes,
there's plenty
head,
of toads.
everything.
Yeah. So always when you're eating, you see the spine of the toad and everything.
Goodness. Do you eat the spine? Do you not eat?
It dissolves in the broth of the of the meal. So it's
Holy
quite
shit.
gross actually if you think about it. But yeah, it makes sense. The spinal cord fluids probably with the...
It's got to be good for something.
Yeah.
It's got to be good for something.
Yeah. That's the first place that my manager took me to when I went to China.
Wow.
Toad stew. Amazing.
Shit, dude. So, okay. So what did you teach in China?
I taught English at a language school. Started off at a language school. Then I went to a public school as well. And I also did some things in a shopping mall.
Some things.
Look, there's a foreigner, he can speak English. Chinese are like, oh.
Okay.
And I will say, look guys, it's a glass of water. Like basic stuff.
Oh wow.
To attract through the crowd.
Ah.
All right, where do you teacher? There's a school around the corner. You can go register your child there. So I was a draw card. I was part of part of the marketing team there.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, and what age did you teach over there?
Wow. Should I say this? From 2 years old, right? I also taught at university as well.
From 2 years old. Wow.
I taught at university, obviously the 18, 19, 20 as well. So from 2 to 4, then from 6 to 8, depending on the level they fall into, right? University level as well and public school.
Okay.
Public primary school.
Okay, so from my understanding, I don't know, I think you explained it to me some time ago, that it's not just like books, it's like you have to do a lot of acting with the kids, almost like entertaining them. And
Edutainment they call it.
Is that what it's called? Explain that to me.
No, there's something that somebody told me when I found out that she was also teaching in Asia. So I'm okay, yeah. So she told me, oh, so you also did edutainment. So I automatically understood what he's talking about.
Okay.
Yeah. So I heard this phrase from she was in Vietnam, by the way.
Okay.
And so there's a thing in educational psychology and theory called total physical response, TPR, right? This is especially powerful when you're teaching the younger kids, right? And this means you need to get them moving. They only move if you move. So if you moving up aggressively and energetically, they're likely to mimic your behavior. And I'm assuming it's probably your body produces a lot of endorphins, and then you're able to absorb the information, easily. And I'm assuming that's the logic behind it. So yeah.
And enjoyed it.
Initially terrified, man. When I was there, first time I was like, am I really going to dance and do all this foolish stuff?
Shit.
I'm like, dude, I'm that type of guy, man. I'm a serious guy. I don't move much.
I'm a boxer, I'm a footballer.
Yeah, you know. And then I did it initially, and slowly but surely, I eventually started to enjoy it. Developed a love for my learners.
For your learners, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. What were the parents like? What were they? Because obviously, look, you're a foreigner. You're from South Africa.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't look anything at all like them. Were they cool?
So my colleague at the time, who was Chinese, I was teaching a daughter, cute girl, I think about 4 years old or 5, and whenever she saw me, she said, "Chocolate man!"
That's cock funny.
"Mommy, can Chocolate man come have dinner with us?" Seriously, so I went to have dinner with him.
Are you for real?
Yeah. And she just loved me, and we developed this bond.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because of the daughter, I went to the mother's and the husband's apartment. They have apartments in China, by the way. Now, just like us.
Yeah.
Everything's
Yeah.
apartments.
Yeah, no, I know somebody who lives in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And she showed me like her apartment and how all the other buildings look, and she's like, everyone lives like this. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, yeah, there's a good reception there. But to be completely frank with you, and everybody else is listening, Chinese are definitely a racist country.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you for real?
It's a hard pill to swallow, huh? But it's true.
Are you for real?
Yeah, if you're dark skinned like me, it's going to be significantly harder for you to adjust because of the preconceived ideas of what we are
Really?
as African. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Sheesh. And how did you find that? Like, was it...
Initially, I felt insulted, obviously, like any.
Is this only
That's
at the, did you experience this at the school, or when you went to supermarkets and malls and...
Chinese people are racist.
No, okay, but give me experiences. Tell me like what happened. Like give me, help me understand what you went through.
Give me a scenario of at school. When the parents and the learners enter to drop the children off at school. Some of them are new at the school because they heard about the school and they want to like have a look and see, okay, if this is a good place to,
Yeah.
And there would be pictures of the teachers on the wall. There's Fred, there's Stefan, and whoever.
Patrick,
yeah.
Ivet.
And then I had the little caption of what I'm all about. Hi, I'm Fred. I'm very good at, I love teaching English and I can teach you boxing and blah, 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 blah. Right? If they will see me, they say, no. Where are you from? From South Africa. Nanfei is South Africa, by the way. Nanfei. And like, Shida. Yes. No.
What was Shida?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Shida's, yes. Nanfei, South Africa. And then they will say, no. We don't him. We want American. White. American. Even if the American happened to be dark skinned, that could be an issue. But you'll still be able to get past because it's from USA. So all of us, like, there's me from South Africa, someone from UK.
What was the beef with South Africa, though?
Say again?
What was the beef with South Africa?
It's not non-face particularly. It's skin complexion. If the person happened to be from...
What if you were white from South Africa?
Then it's different. But you're still not going to be... It'll be way different, yeah.
But why would they lean more towards the American?
Because the world is Americanized. Hollywood. Yeah.
Okay. I get you.
So they want to be at a school, usually you have
Okay.
to teach us American English.
And
So not tomato and tomato.
Yeah.
They want tomato.
They want tomato. They want ketchup. They want tomato sauce. They want ketchup.
There we go. Yeah. So you need to learn those Americanized English words if you are teaching at the English institution.
Wow.
American English institution, yeah.
So that's the example. That's cool. So let's say at the mall. Did you experience anything like that at the mall or grocery store or walking in the street or something? Or
Well, I can't really pinpoint where there was direct reaction to the complexion of the color of my skin, because my Chinese, my Mandarin is relatively okay, right, but not good enough to understand exactly what's going on.
Okay.
Right?
You still speak it though?
Yes, I can do basic stuff like, just the basic phrases and stuff.
Enough to get
Just enough to get by in China.
Yeah, I got you.
I didn't really go for formal training and stuff. Yeah.
It's a hard language to learn.
I isolated myself from not communicating to people in China for about the first 4 months of me living there.
So you just forced yourself to learn.
And then I eventually went out in the shop, the shopkeeper, and I'm like, how much? Huh? How much? No, then the Chinese person told me back, 多少钱?
多少钱?
多少钱? Jiga this. How much is this?
Jiga who?
Jiga is
Jiga
this.
what?
Oh shit, this is funny though. And so the woman that recruited me, right? She told me, just to let you know, the Chinese have this weird thing. Do you know how we have, we say they're called fillers, right? Fillers.
Fillers, yeah.
The fillers are like, I was here yesterday, and I saw this black car, for example. In China, they say nigga, 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 nigga.
That's the filler. Holy
filler, dude.
shit. What?
So the recruiter's like, just to inform you that they say nigga, and there's no reference to the way you look. I'm like, noted.
Wow.
This is my Skype interview with her.
Okay.
2014.
Interesting.
I'll never forget that one. It was the latest when I heard it the first time. Nigga, 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 nigga.
Wow. Okay. So yeah. So you can speak enough Mandarin to get by.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happened?
With regards to that, I was on the racism thing.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not going to speak much of it because it was definitely there. I felt definitely that I get treated differently, right? And it's a fact. It's not just me. There's countless YouTube videos about this. People can check online. It's a real thing. I mean, during coronavirus, they didn't even allow black people, regardless from where you're from, to go to the hospital to get treatment.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. Sometimes they don't allow black people, depending on the city you go into, to go to restaurants. It's like apartheid. It's true. It's a fact. Here in South Africa, I'm considered colored. The only place in the world where I'm considered colored. But they am black.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't want to go into that. It's a bit upsetting for me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you enjoyed your time out there in those shiny streets. You learned a lot, and then you went to Saudi. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So, how was the experience in Saudi? What did you teach there?
I taught aviation English.
Holy shit.
So I taught at Oxford Aviation Academy.
Explain. For 5 months.
5 marks, man. You say there's so much pressure. For some reason I feel the pressure like 5 marks.
Come on, you're an educator. That should be like normal for you.
Yeah, but were all the educators smart when you were at school?
Are you saying that you're not?
I'm not saying that. I'm not implying that. I'm not saying, what you're saying is...
To me, when I was young and impressionable, especially in my earlier years, primary school days, I don't know what they call it these days, but lower school, whatever.
Yeah.
I thought everyone older than me was smart.
Yeah, that's how it usually goes. Yeah.
You know, but as you grow older, you realize hold on a second. You just don't know as much as I do.
Yeah.
But okay, explain.
So, cockpit, for example. You know what that is, right?
Yeah.
We know. I said we know. Cockpit, pilot, basic terms. Jet lagged, stuff like that.
Okay. And then obviously grown ass men you're teaching.
Now this was college. So it was aviation college, yeah.
Oh, so okay. Heavy.
And then I also taught at a university. Medical English. Right, so obviously you see the trend now. Whatever profession the learner wants to go into.
Business, the pilot, the medical aspect. Okay, I got you. What was that experience like living over there and teaching?
Very harsh life.
Okay, explain for 2 marks.
Well, it was getting better. Pressure slightly subsiding. Well, our life here, go into a pub if you want to, go to a club, does not exist there. There's no alcohol in the country. None. Right?
Okay, I heard about that, yeah.
So obviously, that's not going to fly there. And it's just so different. If you have a girlfriend, you can't have a girlfriend there. You can't hold your girlfriend's hand, walk
Even
around
if
in
you're
public.
foreign, you can't.
Not even Saudis. I speak under correction there.
Okay.
But PDAs, they're called PDAs, yeah?
Which I love, by the way.
Yeah.
Just putting it out there in these streets.
All right, man. It's not permissible. Yeah.
Sheesh. Okay, what's the punishment if you were caught?
I don't know if
PDA
they're still
in the
there.
streets?
I don't know if they're still there. What they called again? The religious police, dude. They have religious police.
What?
At a watch, and they will persecute you for that if you're doing stuff like that. I don't know what the law is. I never attempted any PDAs because I was quite a loyal, a law-abiding citizen.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But weren't you curious, like, let's say I get caught, like, what is the punishment? We didn't bother to even find out.
No, not really. I was more focused on work and gym. I actually developed quite one of my best physical specimen. I was a specimen from Saudi because I couldn't do anything. So I just worked and I hit the gym.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I did.
Okay. Would you constitute the experience over there an enjoyable one? Or?
I think at the time of my life, I needed that to get away. We were talking earlier on about how nice it is to be alone in your own space and be comfortable when you're being by yourself.
Yeah.
That is me there. I just went to work and I went home, went to the gym. Most, like 99% of the times, I'm alone. Imagine that. No, minimal human contact.
Wow.
You're just looking at this 2D image on Skype. It definitely takes a toll on your mental.
Wait, did you teach via Skype?
No, like if you want to communicate to your family. on
Oh,
Skype.
okay, I got you. So,
It was, like I said, it was very harsh, and
You-
a lot of people
how-
can attest to it that have gone there, expats.
how often did you go out and go to, like, I don't know.
It was like a convenience store,
No.
the mall.
What do you do for entertainment then over there?
You talk to people.
Movies and...
You can. I'm not a big movie.
Okay,
you know
but
that.
is
But
that
you can do
available?
that. When I was there, they opened up their first cinema in Saudi Arabia,
No fucking
in
ways.
Riyadh. I was staying in Riyadh.
What?
The first cinema.
Is it the capital?
Yeah, it's the capital. It's like the Vatican of
Yeah.
Italy. Yeah. Not the capital, but I mean the religious.
The religious capital.
Religious. Yeah.
So to say. Fuck.
Yeah. So obviously, I understand why it's secular.
Oh, okay.
You can't have any secular
I got it. Okay, I got it. I see
and
where...
ideas and
Okay,
concepts.
I understand now why. I understand. Okay. But this isn't the same in the whole of Saudi. This is just where you stay.
No, in the whole of Saudi.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Now they have a new leader. I don't know what you call it, president.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean. Yeah, I know.
Bin Salman. Mohammed bin Salman. Yeah. He is the new president now, president of Saudi Arabia. He's a young man. I think he's younger than 40.
He passed a law also for women to get driver's
When
license.
I was there, that's when it happened.
Was that when you were there?
Yeah.
Wow.
So obviously his idea is more...
Progressive.
There we go. And that's where the changes were happening when I was there.
Wow.
They're the same. Because Saudis are so abrasive and brute-like, right? And at times one could say uncivilized too. Very rough people. There's a saying called from camel to Cadillac. And this is how you can describe the people there. Because from living in the desert to having extreme wealth. You know, the slow process to get to...
Camel to Cadillac.
Yeah. Not a slow process to get to that level. And they're not those guys are
They are-
man.
they are-
Their
I
per
know.
capita is like one of the best on the planet.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure. So, there's not much to do entertainment-wise.
I was eating. Can't get the Arabian name of it now, but essentially it's chicken and rice. Kapsa.
Kapsa. Chicken and rice.
Kabsa.
It's just chicken and rice.
It's just chicken and rice.
That's what I eat every day.
But it's their
Is their staple, their cultural dish? Or
yeah,
kapsa?
cultural dish.
Is it like gravy and stuff as well? Or?
No.
What?
No. It's just rice
Interesting.
and chicken. Bodybuilder's dream.
Yeah, I think I might adapt there quite.
Yeah. Oh,
easily.
look, I'm all for it. I love chicken, man.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, but you want variety as well.
Yeah, just cook the whole chicken and put it on this bed of rice. That's it.
Oh,
A bed
whole
of rice,
fucking
an
chicken.
entire spatchcock,
Oh my gosh.
and that's it.
Sheesh.
It's good. I enjoyed it. Like in the gym, I was like, yeah, gains.
Gains, buddy. Protein.
Yeah.
Wow.
What else?
So,
Cars are very cheap. I think a friend of mine bought a Hummer, secondhand, for about 18,000 rand.
rand.
Yeah,
Fuck, dude.
yeah. Hummer. My other friend bought a Ford, old school Ford, for about 12,000.
Wow.
Yeah. So you really benefit there. My learners, I was teaching princes as well, by the way. After the university, I got a job.
Some of the
I'm not going to
family.
mention the
No, you don't have to.
the schools,
Yeah.
the names. But I was teaching princes, like royal blood, and the learners that came there.
Weren't you intimidated? Because if you say you do anything wrong, it's you know,
I definitely watched my behavior and what I said. Okay, in my mouth.
especially around them.
Yeah, but they were cool, man. Like young guys, cool guys. They like to play rough. Yeah. So we I'll push them and stuff in a funny way. Guys, come to class, choke the one, throw him my class. They like that
they
thing.
like that, okay.
Yeah. Remember,
That's
camel to Cadillac, man.
Camel to Cadillac.
Yeah. And the reason why I spoke about the princes, I want to correlate that with the wealth that they have, their excessive wealth. So these young kids, their pets
Yeah.
are hyenas, lions,
Don't do cock.
and cheetahs.
What?
We have dogs, man, and goldfish maybe. Those are the pets.
Hyenas, cheetahs.
Yeah. Lions, tigers. These are the pets. Not roaming around in their house. They have cages outside for them, but yeah.
Sheesh, dude.
Yeah. There's one learner of mine said, Professor. They don't call us teachers there. It's Professor. Professor, look. Show me his phone. It's him on this SUV, shooting his gun. What's this thing called again? AK-47, made of gold,
That is. Oh, God.
frosted with diamonds, dude.
What? That is bowling.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the wealth they have there.
It's bowling out of control. Fuck. That's the real fuck you money. Like, seriously. Oh, my gosh. That's amazing. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. The oil has done well for them. I was staying, before Riyadh, I was staying in Dammam. Dammam is just around the corner from Bahrain, where they have the Grand Prix and stuff. Yeah. I was supposed to go box. I was also boxing there.
Is it?
Yeah, at
What happened?
Golden Gloves. So I was supposed to go to Bahrain, but my opponent
You pulled out.
pulled out. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. So I was supposed to fight there. Looking really forward to that. It's been quite some time. But yeah.
Sure. Okay,
Good
so as I'm still tripping about this diamond sprinkled AK-47.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
So, and after that you came back to South Africa. Before you went to, what is the first country you mentioned? The Reunion Island, right? Before you went there, you never taught in South Africa before.
No.
Okay, so what was the transition like when you came back home, and how did you find the differences between?
It's difficult to to get used to the way things are. Yeah, I was quite annoyed by how efficient things are in South Africa. You really realize how efficient things can be, i.e. a transport system and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you get annoyed by that. Especially like you just hitch a cab.
Yeah.
This place, like, yo, pick me up, let's go. Drive to destination, done. Easy peasy. That's not an issue there. Yeah, that's an issue. And it's really, it's like, when are we going to actually see what we have to do? I don't want to be all political about this whole thing, because I think a lot of things needs to be done here in South Africa.
Oh, true. I agree.
Yeah. I know there are people that are patriotic about South Africa. I understand it. I was that, not anymore, because of a variety of things.
Do you want to elaborate on that?
What they're doing for me. Look at what they're doing for us. We have power outages. Nigeria, and Kenya, they are better. They considered better, more powerful countries than us now. The two of them. South Africa was number 1. We're number 3 now. All that stuff. It's like, what? Seriously? And we have so much potential here.
So much, dude.
We literally have so many intelligent people walking here.
The resources over here is tremendous.
But we know it's the corruption and all this stuff, man.
Facts. That's...
The guys don't care about us. They don't give 2 shits about us.
Facts. Okay,
so how can I love something like that? It's like being in a relationship and your partner like smacking you around every day. You can't. Unless I'm I don't have a low self-esteem, and I understand. Yeah.
Okay, so besides the transport system, like with regards to connecting with the learners, the way you are teaching, how is that experience for you?
Well, I assure you, my edutainment experience definitely assists me in the classroom.
Really?
Yeah. I'm more like the traditional top-down teaching style we have here. Like teacher talking to the learners.
Yeah.
So it goes usually. I mix it up, add some spice to it, get the movement going, the TPR as I mentioned, even with the older learners. You don't necessarily have to be 6 years old. 12, 13-year-olds, get them involved, get the body moving, let them do goofy stuff just to like break the ice.
Yeah.
Then after that, let's get serious.
Yeah, let's get back to
and
the
then
books
I'm
now.
very serious. Don't play around here.
Yeah.
Don't step out of line. Don't step out of line.
Yeah.
There's going to be problems.
Yeah, in these streets.
So, yeah. I'm serious and I can have fun.
There's a playful side to me as well.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the actual business, and then we focus now.
Yeah, you know this game, man.
Yeah.
How it works, yeah.
And you find that after doing that, the kids are more engaging, and it
for the most part, yeah.
And they're more involved in class, and that's good. Now, with regards to, I don't know what it's like. I don't know. Like, I've heard a lot about overseas with regards to, the pronouns and they, he, she. How is it at schools?
It's happening, yeah. It's happening, yeah.
Please, because you don't hear about that in South African media.
You do.
Like, okay, for me, I don't.
I was teaching at 2 schools in South Africa in the past during coronavirus.
Yeah.
So like some posts that I took, like a maternity, someone went on maternity leave, and I took a photo stuff. It exists. The person can really say, no, I don't want to be referred to as he or she. And I'm like, are you insane? I'm not going to do that.
And that's the right wing coming through right there.
Never do it.
So, okay, with regards to, let's say, they want to use a toilet, can they do that the same thing? Or have you got strict rules? Like, there's no way you can just say, I'm a girl now, so I can go to a girl's toilet.
Yeah.
How does that work with regards to that? With how they
I
identify?
haven't had to deal with that.
Okay.
Toilet scenarios.
Okay, so it's not that extensive yet then.
Not yet, but we're definitely getting there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you experience that a lot on a daily basis, or?
Me?
You or the other teachers as well? Or?
Look, it depends where you are at, right? In terms of area.
Okay.
And school. I think, and this is in theory, we are definitely heading that way. I can see it happening. Slowly but surely we following the crowd.
Following the trend.
Yeah.
How often do you teachers all speak about, let's say it's lunchtime and you all like get together and just chat, and how do they find it? Is it the big thing? Is it
like our two different political stances. For example, some believe it's just the way it should be, and some don't.
No. But besides that, do they experience it often? Do they say like in class today, Jimmy said he's a girl now, and then like this and this and this, and
Now we speak about it.
is it?
Then we debate about it. What do you guys think? Like we're doing right now.
Yeah, but and how often does that happen?
Not that much.
Not that much. Okay, but it is heading towards that direction.
I definitely believe so.
Heavy.
Because our kids, role models, advocate for this type of thing. So it's not that they were born with this idea. They observe, they're mimicking their role models.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Is it a concern for parents as well, or do you think?
What do I think? I think a line needs to be drawn between male and female. Look, we had a judge, not intelligent, I'll take that back. Tucker, the Fox guy.
Oh yeah, okay.
On his show.
Yeah.
A freaking judge, right? They asked her the question. I speak under correction now. Was the person describe a female? Seriously, that's all they asked her. She's like, I'm unable to do it. I need a biologist to do so, and it's simple. Female doesn't have a Y chromosome. Done.
They asked the judge this.
Yes. Check on Tucker.
Wow.
Have a look.
Okay.
But as you said earlier, though, it could have been taken out of context.
Yes,
Huh?
it could have been just a snippet from a segment.
Could have been that. But I mean, seriously, that was you. What it is? Come on.
And okay.
Even if the person happens to be a hermaphrodite,
Mm,
you can still look at the chromosomes.
you can.
Look under the microscope. There's your
That's
answer.
your answer. Okay. What was it like teaching in COVID though? Oh, okay.
The schools were doing what they can to accommodate the educational system.
Everyone masked up. Everyone
Yeah.
always wearing a mask. They couldn't take it down.
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
How did you find that trying to see expressions from kids and engagement with only seeing the eyes?
Look, an interesting thing happened. Like, I'm sure everybody has observed a similar thing. We start communicating with our eyes. Have you noticed?
Yeah, I've noticed, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
For sure.
It's like we just evolved, man. The sport is covered, so it's all we have. And you can see by someone's eyes what they are experiencing. So like our brains said, okay, this isn't there, but we have this, so let's understand the human being and our communication by observing the eyes.
Okay. So communicating with the eyes, right?
The windows to the soul, they say.
But I still feel like there's a lot that's missing from a smile, you know?
Yeah, definitely lacking there.
And playgrounds, did they also, like, how was that?
Social distancing.
Is it?
Yeah, it wasn't fun for the learners, I assure you. Nor was it fun for the teachers to manage and control.
But they were like, did you have to have teachers on playgrounds to say, hey, no, you can't do that?
Yes.
Did you get cases often?
COVID cases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And had to get tested and had to...
Yes.
Heavy.
It was quite a mission. Quite the mission, man. Quite the mission. Plenty of positive cases.
Really?
Yeah. A couple of my colleagues' family members died. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all the people that say no, COVID, it's not real. Come on now.
Okay, that's
It's right there.
yeah. Look, yeah, COVID's obviously real. I don't know why they would denounce it, but yeah. So, sure. What's it like now? Teaching now compared to teaching during that hectic lockdown period.
It's getting better. I've more room for creativity as things get better.
Is it? Is everyone still masked up though?
Yeah.
Is it?
But also, there's everyone's masked up, man.
Including the teacher as well.
Yes.
How do you find it communicating with a mask on?
It sucks.
Is it? Can't really express yourself the way you want to? Or?
Well, on the bright side, I can go to work without brushing my teeth.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Oh, man.
Okay, you gotta look for the positives, I guess. So, like, is it still that hectic social distancing wise in schools right now? Still the same? Fuck. Do all the kids get a temperature test?
Yep, every morning.
Is it? So nothing has changed from back then to now. Every morning still temperature check. And what else is there in place? Just that.
Yeah, that's essentially it. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it used to be symptoms check as well. There were dry cough, runny nose. There's such a laborious task every morning.
Every morning.
The whole procedure took an hour and a half.
Really?
Before, yeah.
So each child you have to ask them those questions.
Yeah.
Temperature check, and then when they pass that, they go in.
Yeah, temperature after that they go inside.
Wow. Do you start your day earlier then because of these checks, or is the school still start normal time?
Yeah, when that was happening, we started earlier.
Oh, okay. But now?
There's a different school now I'm talking about now.
Okay.
So I'm making an adjustment now.
Okay.
Same time. Yeah.
Same time.
Still the same time.
Sheesh, man. Like, I wonder how the kids, I mean, from a kid's perspective, man, thinking about it, how they finding it, you know? Because obviously, they know what it's like to go to school without a mask and to be able to play freely with their kids, with their friends, and to now have to go through all of this checks, and you're not being able to really connect with your friend like the way you used to, and it's
obviously it definitely, it's impeding something psychologically.
Absolutely.
It must be.
We cannot overlook that. We can't, I mean...
Human contact is essential.
Dude, big time. I mean, like the fact that you can't shake someone's hand, even as an adult, you know, to hug someone, or, you know what I mean? Like, just that...
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Sort of this, remember how I used to shake hands? The elbow bump thing, remember?
Oh yeah, that's ridiculous.
I think I did that the other day to somebody.
Really?
And it's been ingrained in my head. It wasn't necessary for us to do that. And we said goodbye like that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It's ingrained.
It's
It's going to be one of those things, man. COVID's going to be one of those things for you.
Yeah, I think like it's like, you know when you drink medicine and then there's a bad aftertaste? Now that aftertaste is going to be there with regards to this whole experience. It's going to be there for a while.
Definitely.
And we need to still, it's going to take some time for us to unlearn a lot of those traits that we picked up during those times.
Yeah.
For me, on the most part, like I'm not really someone who has, how do you say, follow all those protocols strictly, you know. At some point, you gotta just live your life as well, you know. At some point, you gotta just like see, hold on a second, man. How long is this gonna go on for, you know? That's why I wasn't so stringent then.
Yeah.
You know, but that's just me.
I was definitely a protocol.
Really? Yeah, because you're right. You are the right wing guy.
I guess so. So actually, when COVID we've got the first couple of positive cases in South Africa. Then
You immediately.
bruh, I I collected a lot of refillable spray bottles,
Oh yeah.
and I made my own hand washing stuff in there.
Oh, wow.
Placed it on different points.
Oh wow.
Yeah, in the household.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I was in the streets, you know. When there was a time when people, there's a lot of, even though some of the restrictions were relaxed, there was a lot of, there was still this, how do you say, this fear when people still didn't want to leave their homes, like.
Yeah.
Because I was in the streets, like literally, because I wanted to get back to hustling, and I got a lot of amazing opportunities, and I decided I'm taking it, you know. And I got to see a lot. Like, have you ever seen the waterfront like dead? Like,
Nah, man.
like
Must have
dead.
looked
Dude,
apocalyptic.
It was. I was in the streets, and I'm telling you, like, if you're the only one in a restaurant, you know what I mean? Okay, you and the person you're with, I'm not gonna say who now, but the person you're with in the restaurant.
Yeah.
It's like, it's crazy. It's like you're walking around at night, and you're the only people there. Like, it's crazy. I've never seen it like that. And then when things got lifted in, I think it was the summertime, and then I saw a flip again where everyone was out again.
Yeah.
And I just had to wrap my head around, like, a few months ago when I was here, there was like nothing. It was crazy. It was crazy, dude.
Yeah, we're getting back there.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, but yeah, I'm just glad. I'm glad also some people are just getting heartful and saying, fuck, I need to live. I need to get out there. I need to, because I mean, it can't go on forever. This can't. I mean, we need to get back to a point where we can really just enjoy life. Even though, I mean, fuck, man. Yeah, I mean, you need to be out there. I mean, obviously take care of yourself. But we're not speaking.
Experience life needs to be done.
Dude.
It's a mandate.
Yo, like,
You're mandated to experience
you
life.
have to love, dude. Man, I'm telling you, like, I don't know. I don't want to advocate reckless behavior,
But it's getting better though.
yeah,
It is getting better.
I just want everything just to be. You can't even say go back to like what's normal. I just want people to live their life, experience life, you know, the way they want to. That's it, you know.
On the bright side, people can still work from home because of COVID.
That's like that's the one thing that this whole pandemic has showed us. There's another way of doing shit. You know, the way that we were, how do you say, brainwashed to believe that you can only do this way. It's been like this forever. It's impossible to do it any other way. Is bullshit. Sure. So it's in that sense, there are some benefits to that to show like there's another way of doing things. But you know, yeah, man, I just yeah, I and for me, I'm glad that I didn't follow protocol all the way, you know, because I got to experience things, I got to see things, I got opportunities that I never would have had before because I was willing to get out there when other people were a bit hesitant, you know. Yeah, man, I don't know.
Tell me about this whole movie thing that's going on.
Why are you remembering this about me?
I'm curious.
What do you want to know?
What's going on there?
I've always been interested.
You're an actor now.
Yeah, well, one of the things I do, yes. I can't say I'm just an actor because I don't like. I mean, we're podcasting right now, so
sure.
But like, yeah, one of the things I do, I've always had an interest in it. Never been confident to pursue it. Well, let's say this, right? The interest was always there since I was a child, but I was always shy and introverted. You know, especially because of the fact that I still have it, a speech impairment. So for me to say lines out loud, it's a bit, you know, obviously I kind of overcame that with the music. Then when I got signed to this modeling agency, they steered me into the direction of acting. Because, well, let's be honest, you make more money from that. Sure. So they steered me into that, and obviously who doesn't want to make more money? And it was something I was genuinely interested in. For me, it was fun. Seeing that, watching movies is always fun. And it took me a while to get over the fact of overcoming this nervousness and understanding what it's really about, acting. And I did some commercials. When I started the acting thing, it was still like the modeling was entwined with the acting, because it's like I must say entangled. It was because like I got roles where I took my shirt off, kind of thing, you know, because I always go to castings and they say, "Are you comfortable taking your shirt off?" And I say, "Yeah, take your shirt off." They want to see if you match what your profile photos look like.
I see.
Because remember, like, if you get a casting call, it's like today, like let's say today is Saturday. I get an SMS today, tomorrow you have to be. So it isn't like you get 2 weeks to prepare for this commercial to get into shape. So that's also why I like staying ready also. Because if anything comes up, I'm ready to look a certain way also. So it kind of matches my lifestyle. So I would get these roles where I would do a commercial and then my shirt is off. So
what kind of body type are they looking for there? Does it depend or what?
It
depends
depends
on.
It depends on the commercial. Because what they do is they would reach out to your agency or your agent and say, "Do you have anyone who looks like this?"
So it works like that.
And then, or they go to the website and look at your talent, what they call talent. Look at the photos. Okay, get me this person, get me this person to come to this casting, because they have the features that we're looking for this type of character that you're going to play for this commercial. So started doing that, and then, but I fucked up a lot, because I was still like, I didn't understand it, because for me, I came from hip hop, and hip hop you have to be your authentic self all the time. You know, acting I thought it was the same, but you just a fucking character. You're not playing yourself. So I was always like, but that's not me. I look at this at all, and I was like, I don't want to do this because that's not me. That's not my beliefs, blah blah.
How do you feel about that though? If the role infringes on your beliefs,
in terms of,
would you like say it's
like I'm a killer and I must kill someone in the movie?
Not that necessarily. Something more which can have a more profound effect on a certain type of people. For example, Sidney Poitier. He is supposed to play this role which I think he felt subjugated African Americans, further subjugated them. And he said, "Nah, I'm not going to do this."
I'd always look at that. I always look at the bigger picture, especially, you know, the typical colored roles that they wanted to play. So for me, like, let's say they want me to put on this accent, you know how they normally portray us. I didn't want to say it, but yeah.
It's an actual thing.
Yeah, no, I know, but some people might feel it's derogative. Yeah. But they want to do that, then I'll be like, nah, I'm not really up for that. You know what I mean? I'm not, I can do it, but how does that look?
It kind of, it could perpetuate it. We are so one-dimensional.
That's the thing. And we are so much more than that.
Yeah.
So I did get something like that before. But they didn't, you know, when I got the script, right? It was a lead in like the series actually. When I got the script, it didn't seemed like that initially when I got it, right? When I went to the first casting, which went well, which I didn't think went well, but they called me back for a second time. There was no mention of that, right? So I did my part where I speak.
Yeah.
They called me back for a second time. On the second one, that's when I picked up. That's more what they wanted. And then I was like, okay. But I sabotaged that purposefully because I didn't want to talk like that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to fall into that. Because I didn't. They also, my thing is,
stereotype.
they also didn't want to let me see the bigger picture of maybe there's a positive message at the end, but they didn't let me see that. What I picked up was that my bra in this thing, like I'm colored and I had a bra who's black. And what I picked up in one of the scenes that we had to do at this dialogue was that he was changing his life for the better. He wanted to get out of the game, so to speak. I still didn't understand exactly the game because they didn't want to give me the bigger picture, show me the entire script. Maybe because they're scared of it leaking and stuff.
Sure.
Intellectual property and all. But he was getting out of this game, and I was the one trying to pull him back in. So that already told me this is a negative role for my people. That kind of made me not want to lean towards that. Even though it was like it's a big thing as like a lead role in the series, I was like, nah.
Okay.
But like
you just have to live with yourself after everything.
Yeah, because it's there forever. You know, it's you've done it. People can see it anytime. You can rewind, pause, replay it. Oh, remember you did that, Kak? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a.
Yeah. So but the roles like I got my first like full length movie. Feature. I actually played two roles in this movie. I played myself, and then which is Leroux, and then I played like this thug, like this fight scene, and I did my own stunts, which is cool. So dope. And then I did like these other things, other films where I played different characters. I did another two, last week, yeah.
We're gonna watch your stuff.
I'll send you a link. You can check it out.
Wasn't that Stir Kinoko?
Yeah.
Still there?
No, it's not there anymore. That was for film festival.
Oh, film
festival. So the film festival was hosted at the Kiniko's camp.
I see.
Yeah, but I'll send you the link where you can check it out. I don't know when these new ones are coming out though, but it was awesome. I got to do stunts as well. I got to perform with amazing actors that, dude, like I don't know why I'm there. Like, I mean, these guys are seasoned actors. They've got resumes, pages of gigs that they did, you know. And I feel like why am I here? You know, like do I have a place here? But they always make me feel welcome. They always like say like, oh, I love your work, and you're always like embracing each other and have this competitive vibe which is in good spirits and encourage each other like, yo, it's your scene now, bring it, and it's lekker, and we're all friends. Like I mean, when I got the Best Actor award, this other guy, Tux, shout out to Tux, he was like, he wasn't like, fuck, this guy comes from nowhere anymore. Like, he was like well done, well deserved. Took my number, we've been in touch, he's been so encouraging, and so it's always that vibe. And now I got to actually act with him in the last movie as well, which was so awesome. I learned a lot from him. So it's fun, man. I'm doing everything that I think is fun, and I think it's gonna enrich my life, and it's gonna add value to my life. And I just
passionate about it, yeah.
Yeah, like everything I do, I give my all. Like so, when I got this, like especially the one script that I did, where I had to play this psychotic serial killer, I got so involved in the character, dude. Like I even wrote extra dialogue. You know, I got so involved because like I wanted to kill this role because I was so drawn to it. Like it was so amazing. Yeah, I fucking love it, dude.
Send me the link, man.
Yeah, I will. Is there anything that you think parents can need to look out for or more aware of with regards to schools and how they can, I don't know, regards to, I don't know, kids' safety, kids' education, anything that they can take away from it, or any advice for, I don't know, kids?
I remember kids' safety. What do you mean by that?
I don't know, like
Let's elaborate more.
like what elements are there at schools that they need to be aware of?
Look, it's going to sound very bland,
Okay.
but I believe this is so. Just go to school. Choose a school that obviously is functioning, and ensure that your child does he or her best. That's it. Obviously, there's going to be the environment
Yeah.
could prevent the child from performing at the best, but it'll happen everywhere.
Okay.
Just finish school, man. Finish school, make sure you can get into university. I'm an advocate for that type of thing.
Yeah.
And after that, it will make your life so much easier. The argument is usually, and I have with my learners many times, is that, but sir, we have this person's making so much money off TikTok. We have this person that's on YouTube channel.
Yeah, what do you say to that? What do you say to that, though?
My response there, and I think it's a pretty good one, because they're like, okay, makes sense. Because I tell them, so my response then is, yeah, I consider the amount of people who actually make the millions. That's a ratio compared to the 7.7 billion people on the planet. That's a drop in the ocean. Those few are the people who can be considered lucky. I'm not telling them not to pursue it. I'm all for that. If that's your passion, do it. But set yourself up well. You have a higher. I'm all about probability as well. Is you're more probable to get out of poverty, for example, if you have tertiary.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Not
so
always. Probability.
So would you consider a career, let's say, as an influencer, as not
Look,
the,
if it works for you, it works for you. But how many people are actually getting this right?
okay.
Look at numbers.
So okay. So what if your son or your daughter would want to go in that direction?
I will say, sure, go for it. But complete your studies.
And if they don't want to do that, and they say, no, I'm gonna make it as an influencer. I know what I want to do. This is my path.
Look, when I was younger, I wanted to be a ninja. No jokes.
Everyone wanted to be a fucking ninja.
My idea was going to China and becoming a ninja.
Really? How old were
Seriously.
you when you had this dream?
I know you're going to correlate it with what I've experienced, I guess. Maybe like 9 or something, 8.
Okay.
Yeah, still young. That's my dream, dude. I know it sounds a bit outlandish, like, yeah, dude, seriously a ninja?
Yeah.
First African ninja in China. But come on now, man. Let's get to the facts here. Get the education, and you can still do that on the side.
All right.
So just get the cushion.
All right.
It's a smart thing to do.
So get the education, get the cushion, and once you have that, you can still have options, basically.
I'm not talking as if I've been extremely diligent throughout my entire life. I've learned along the way. And obviously I could have done stuff better, but obviously I didn't know back then, and I've gone through my own stuff, whatever. But I can say with utmost certainty, it's a good route to take. And you learn so much about yourself. Like everything in life. Like, you learned about you at the gym, how you can translate, put an effort in, for example, and breaking the boundaries and applying that in different aspects of your life.
Yeah.
Same with education. And reading. Reading is such a critical skill.
I would also
It's like a
advocate for that.
powerful thing to have.
Change my life, dude.
Yeah.
Change my life.
It really impacts how you can rationalize things and communicate.
And how to think for yourself.
Yeah. Thinking is I think, therefore I am. Remember I said earlier?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, you're obviously not a social media kind of guy, right?
I'm thinking about dabbling there a bit. Haven't really thought seriously about it.
Okay. Because I wanted to say where can people find you on social media, but I don't know if you want them to find you.
Right now, I'm gonna keep low profile.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm still working on myself.
Yeah, we all work in progress, you know.
Yeah.
I think once you stop working on yourself, I think that's when you stop living.
Yeah.
So, I appreciate you coming through. I appreciate that we could talk for hours and days and.
Yeah. It's pretty fun.
This is a good conversation. Thank you. I know you were nervous coming through. I know you were.
I was, man. My first. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't really want to do the camera vibe.
No. I can still feel it glaring on my face from the side.
But I appreciate your time. I hope a lot of people can take some of this and apply it to their lives. So thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, you should also continue this. Yeah, this is it's you.
Really?
Yeah, it's you.
It's not in my comfort zone.
It's you, man.
Really?
Yeah. Invest in it and make it go crazy.
Thank you.
Go crazy with it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm still learning. This is very new to me. It's still intimidating. I'm still a moron, but I can learn from people like you who's experienced things I haven't experienced. And that's what I like about this. So thank you, my man. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll do it again sometime.
We have to. Cool,
thank
man.
you.
What you doing out in these streets, slave rule? What you doing out in these streets? What you doing out? What you doing out? What you doing out in these streets? What you doing out in these streets, slave rule? We in these streets.